OK, parfait.
Faut mettre
celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. One more time. Celebrate and dance so free. Got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Just got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Just got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more.
One more time. All right, it's Friday night. Unless you're below the equator, then it's Saturday. What the hell is up, guys? What is up? I'm sorry. I know I pulled an armchair detective. Hi guys, so good to see you. I'm not as organized. Well, for those that think I'm kind of organized, I'm not nearly as organized as I normally am. I had my great dance music absolutely excuses my fucking tardiness. Did y'all see those two big middle fingers that I just gave y'all? That's what y'all deserve for giving me shit when I hadn't even started yet. That's right. The milk is in the house. You know, all of these parties are BYOM because you all fucking are jealous and make fun of me. I will never, ever provide you the real good Canadian milk in bags. You guys aren't worthy. Now, those that might kind of try to kiss my ass or suck up, maybe we can talk some business. So, yeah, fucking Friday night. Look where I am. Look where you guys are. Some chats do heart emojis. Other chats do milk. All right. Okay, I'm going to get the highs out of the way here really quickly. What's up, Amber? Bedtime Conman being a prophet? No, I'm just... What's up, Amber? Amber, are you in the good old state of Florida yet? On the beach? You're modding on the beach, aren't you? In your bikini. So did you end up going out on the town with your neighbor's dog who was dressed far fancier than you last night, Amber? I know you didn't because she showed you right up. Amber has a next door neighbor who has, I can't remember what kind of dog it is. It's like a little terrier or something. Cutest little thing. This dog, every time it goes over and it visits Amber and family all the time, I think pretty much every day. It gets driven around in a limo to Burger King all the time. But this dog, I am not lying, this dog has a better wardrobe of clothes than I do. Every time this dog goes over, it not only has a brand new outfit I've never seen before, but it's super fancy and glittery and sparkly, and it kind of puts me to shame when your buddy's neighbor's dog has nicer clothes than you do. So, yeah, that kind of doesn't make me feel very good about myself, Amber. Maybe I should have told you this before now, but those pictures kind of kill me inside a little bit, every picture. See, look, I'm segueing already. Okay, Amber, that's enough time spent on you for the day. Bedtime Clown, nice to see you. Edwina Prophet's in the house too. Foxy in the Foxy. Could one of you lovely moderators, could you guys drop Foxy's channel link? For those that don't know, she's done sort of a gamut of different little videos that are actually quite cute. I just say that because Larnie didn't realize that you made videos, Foxy. So if one of you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be wonderful. Ginger Spice, always good to see you. Even though I like you, not a fan of Ginger though. I never liked Ginger, but I'm willing to make an exception for you. Providing you're not the Ginger Spice from the Spice Girls that I went on about yesterday, that I very proudly have said that I have never dropped a single track in all of my music career, and I never will. Grandmaster said Sophos! I'm going to sneak in one day. When you're doing your academy over here in Canada, let me know, and I'm going to sneak in one day, and I'm going to try and learn some of those cool moves from you, if that's okay. Like how to sweep the leg and all that shit. Green Eyes! So guys, Green Eyes that is here. Again, to be clear, this was not the Green Eyes from Alan's cult that decided to go help herself to What's the Obsession's comments from a month and a half ago and then send it to Alan and pretend it was like a brand new, never seen before footage. Oh, hippie chick, your Spice Girl story was funny. Thank you, Larnie. Where was I here? Excuse me. Yeah, so our Green Eyes is not the same Green Eyes at all. Our Green Eyes is very intelligent and much prettier and so much of a good person. Unlike that cult member Green Eyes. They can keep that one. We're keeping ours. Guernsey girl, it's Friday night. What's up, Buttercup? Ooh. Yo, it's getting really late for you guys. You guys are partying in the UK with me. Hippie Chick 74 loves the Spice Girls. She told me so. Jules Kitsch. You're not in the bath today. Kimberly, I have missed you this week. I figured you were probably busy and so forth, so I didn't get all up in your business, but now that I see you here, I'm going to be getting all up in your business again. Larnie, I hope you're feeling better, darling. Oliver with the milk. Not the real Canadian shit, though, so got to be careful about that fraudulent milk that's out there on the market, guys. Don't be fooled. Roberta Armour, my lovely. Sandy Blue, you know what? I want to do something for you. Let me turn that off. I notice you are the only one that seems to complain about a reverb. I just thought of it now and I turned it off. I usually have a fan going. That's actually right by where the computer is, so I've actually just turned it off. So let me know if that takes care of your reverb issues. Sunray and her sexy leg are here. Welsh lady. 2 days in a row. I am getting spoiled, guys. And my Emerald Emerald Kimmy, who I was actually going to play her Fire Stick video, but because I noticed that she was pretty snippy with right away calling out the fact that I might have been a couple minutes late. Yeah, I'm not playing that bullshit anymore. Oh, so no reverb with, okay, good. So I can put my fan back on. I kind of figured, not to be rude, Sandy Blue. Sorry, I'm looking over here. I'm doing the side-eye creepy right look because I got to turn my fan on. I figured, hi TJ. I figured it was, not to be mean or rude, but I figured it was probably isolated to just you. Because I watched twice. I noticed you'd said something and then I forgot about it in a different stream. And then I saw in the playback last night, you said it again. Am I the only one? And nobody agreed with you. So I figured it was probably just you, but that's good. You don't have it with the headphones in. Friday night. And we're going to be all right. Lady Witch. Did I say hi? Well, if I did, then hi again. And if I didn't, well, howdy doody. My TJ's in the house. I'm going to be playing her video as well. Anybody else that I missed and is rolling in or just doesn't want to be seen, lurking, watching, hating, welcome to Genetic Code Channel / Friday Night Fix with DJ Jungle Jen, but really only at the beginning and at the end because, well, this is all about business. Okay. So now that all those hellos are over with, first thing we need to do, actually, I do need to address before we get into the really, really serious business. I want to get into some of the serious business. So this is first order of serious business 1.
Save yourself, girl. Dr. Phil on my side. You armchair detectives out there. My name's Alan, and I have a new shirt. This is from Joe Brands, and they only have one shop, right? And they only sell it in that one shop in the whole of the world. So this is a design shirt. You won't be able to buy it, I'm afraid.
First thing I noticed last night, he was wearing his favorite one-of-a-kind birdie blouse. I think I noticed somebody else under your comments of your video, TJ, also made a comment about the budgie shirt. I know Lizzie had a chuckle to herself as well when she first saw it. So really glad I was able to get that in your heads of this pretty birdie blouse. God. I don't think he mentioned that it was one of a kind last night, though. Oh my God, it's hot in here. There is so many beautiful people in here. Hang on a sec, guys. Give me a second. I'm just really a little bit scattered. I was up very well. I was exhausted after, well, since last Friday, I've been exhausted when I survived Canada's Roger outage with no internet when I wanted to do Abby's stream and then doing 2 streams this week. I mean, obviously this is sort of not usually par for the course, but I was pretty exhausted last night. I think the night before. What fucking day is it? And I had to work early this morning, so which was good. I was tired, but I was glad because I got in early and I was out early. But then Michael Shaw found something that I have been not lucky. I was not able to find myself in the little bit of time that I had to search. Mr. Michael Shaw came to the rescue and found it for me. So that now led me to this sort of last minute impromptu stream. Hi, Lizzie, and I saw Stella snuck in too. It is fugly. Are you talking about the face, Roberta, or the shirt, or both? Angie babe. What the frig was I even saying? Well, you would. I think on a pretty lady, it might look all right. Now, that blouse. It is a birdie blouse. That blouse certainly is one of a kind. All right. What was this now? Noah Cup covered in a All right. Well, you know what? No holes barred. Fuck it. It's fucking Friday night. I love how this is starting out already. And even better, I know the pervy fraud is not on tonight because he, for the second time in like 3 months, has decided that he works so hard for no money. He's going to take the weekends off to spend time with his family, which really I think means flying abroad to play poker as it has the last little while. But what a fucking bunch of garbage. Trying to make it out that he's doing something for his subs when really he just wants to play poker and not have to fucking explain himself. How much money is that again, Alan, that you've won in poker winnings since January 2022? Oh, that's right, 13,990 pounds. AD subscribers. This man in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, in 6.5 months, has won 13,990 pounds playing poker. And he's telling you that his dog is hungry. He never makes any money. He doesn't get paid. And some of you women can barely afford whatever super chats. You might go without something so you can feel like you're part of something with him. Don't do it anymore. You'd be better off actually taking a lighter to your money, or you'd be way better off even trying to flush that money down the toilet, because you have better chances of the toilet getting blocked and you getting your money back than ever getting a refund from Alan. So just throwing that out there. I know I'm so actually excited. Yeah, it takes his son. That's it. That's kind of like I guess that's where the family vacation in Thailand with Ladyboy pictures comes from, right? One Solved Mystery is here. I have something for you at the end, One Solved Mystery, because I feel like I need to apologize to you. I think you're probably now blocked from Alan's chat. I noticed last night you were nowhere to be found. I apologize if my being so excited and thinking you're the greatest thing since sliced bread and you're trolling him probably outed you big and bad, and I think you're blocked now. Fire Stick Day. That's actually the video of yours I'm going to play, Emerald Kimmy. So I apologize. I apologize that I may have got you blocked, but I was torn. It was so much fun. We were all vicariously living through you, but at the same time, I couldn't let those incredible comments of yours and just the things that you were doing go unshowcased. What's going on here? No, he would lie about whatever he's sitting on the friggin' on the pavement begging about. I think if that man, can I live stream him? Oh, I think I tried doing that. You know what I can do? My internet connection, I'll be very honest with you, my internet connection would not be solid enough to be able to live stream him simultaneously while doing commentary. But as a, I guess, alternate plan, what I can do is most of his Patreons are pretty short, like they're only like half an hour or what have you. So what I can do is I can basically Yeah, I can stream his like a night before, night after, or day after Patreon and do commentary with that if you guys want. I have no problem doing that. I just there's no multitasking allowed in here. One solved mystery. All the multitasking needs to be with me right now because I'm sort of all over the place. I wasn't planning on doing this. I literally threw this live together in probably about 2.5 hours, and I didn't even go through much of his bullshit last night. I had a feeling when he did what was it? Oh god, I've done 3 streams this week. I'm so confused right now. What was yesterday's debunk? Hang on. Oh yeah. Pointing at the truck and the pointing at the truck and trying to make it appear that they were pointing at the truck right after he got there. Never mind the fact that the phone had already been located on the landing an hour and 2 minutes before Boomhover asked him. Boomhover, not Broomhover, not Bumhover. Before he asked him 1 hour and 2 minutes after the phone was located in the house. So I thought I wasn't actually going to do a stream at all today. As I said, I had to work early and I'm pretty exhausted from this week. I'm not used to doing, let alone 2-3 streams in 1 week span. I guess 4 now, if I count last Saturday. Yeah, this is the 4th. So I'm exhausted, but once Michael located me to what I had been trying to find, I'm like, yeah, I can't let this go. And well, we get to hang out a little bit. Bear with me for a second. Here, actually, what I'm going to do, do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't have a clue. I just try to fake it really well. My Lizzie is here. Yeah, the fucking chloroform. He can fuck right off with that. I don't think that Dr. J in your video, I don't think she ever came back on his panel after what you were showing. Excuse me. After that last time. I know Lizzie will definitely be able to let me know if I'm wrong or not, but I'm sure when she debunked him, that was the last time we saw her. She maybe came back once briefly, but nothing. Here a ping, there a ping, everywhere a ping, ping. Old pervy fraud was a liar. E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, forever, forever and ever. What is 2.5 hours short? Yeah, I know. You always rub that into me, TJ. I'm like, so I think I tend to make things more difficult on myself. Now, again, I'm self-taught with video making, and I don't actually, I've told you guys before, I don't use my cell phone for anything social media. I couldn't imagine trying to fucking put together a video on a fucking phone. Like, just the thought of that, hell to the motherfucking no. But I still think I probably make what I do probably a lot, I probably kind of make more work for myself than I need to. I make my videos frame by frame, and I'm so OCD. Like, everything has got to be just cut perfectly. So I know it's I'm sort of, it's my own doing, but every time TJ tells me and reminds me that she'll make her videos sitting in the car while she's sitting on the toilet, I can't help, as much as I love TJ and she's such a dear friend, I can't help but for a split second just hate her when she says that. Not really. I don't hate you, but I do feel a little bit of, I want to give you that look of death. That's what it is. Yeah, so she says it proudly, where sometimes some of those videos where I've incorporated 4 or 5 clips of him from 4, 5, 6 different streams. There's been a couple of those that have taken me upwards of 10, 12 hours. I mean, not literally all consistently, consecutively, but yeah, pretty close. Because once I get going and I start making a video, I have nothing actually planned. Funny enough, I have nothing planned in my life after this stream. My itinerary is so bare. No, it's I'm obviously not going to do it tonight. But maybe on the weekend, yeah, if I, well, it won't be tomorrow. Salty's doing the stream tomorrow. But maybe next week, depending. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take a couple days off actually after this. It's been between work and doing 4 fucking live streams and everything else. I'm pretty tired, and I think I deserve a little bit of a break. So yeah, definitely though, my next stream, unless something, you know, like breaking news, bombshell, blow your socks off happens, I'll definitely do a commentary, and we can all have fun and pick at them. Here ping, there ping, everywhere ping ping. Old McPurvey fraud was a liar. No, it was better the first time. We'll have to write some lyrics for that. I've never made a video on my laptop. Wouldn't even know how everything is on my phone. Yeah, I bet if you tried to even, you wouldn't even know what to make it with, would you? Like, you use InShot, don't you? Like, is there not, and I'm not trying to be an asshole when I say this, but there's a lot of, from what I've gathered, just because, I mean, obviously you and I have been buddies, and I've watched you grow from, so anybody that doesn't know, TJ was a sub of mine before she even started making videos. So I've watched her grow and fucking totally surpass me, man. Totally. She's a lot nicer than I am. She's very fair and very balanced and just gets along with everybody. I mean, I, for most part, do too, but when I think I'm just more outspoken than TJ is. Let's put it that way. I'm not trying to put you down or anything, TJ. You know that. I just think I'm much more outspoken than she is, and whatever. Sometimes people don't like what I got to say. Well, too fucking bad. If you don't like it, then it's probably about you. So I've noticed, like, so I've watched TJ's succession in growing. That's the longest it's taken you to make a video is 40 minutes. You're a bitch. I am not talking to you anymore. What's up, SM? There's a lot of, like, whatever that phone app is you use to make your videos, there's like a lot of default, like, sound audio clips, and I noticed the reason I know is because I've come across a couple of the sound ones you use all the time. This is where I make it, like, I make it hard on myself. I go looking for different sounds all the time, or different audio. I don't know why I'm like that, just because I wouldn't want to see, not that TJ ever puts out the same thing twice. That's not where I'm going with this. But for myself, I don't know. I feel like, even though the video is different and it's different, like, footage, I just feel like different sound effects, different sound, I don't know, just makes it a completely different video. I'm just really anal that way. And not anal as in Alan, what's that word when it's spelled backwards? I'm just anal and OCD. No, stop that. We each have our own, it's not even, you don't even pay for that shit. No, I think that you and I think kind of balance each other out. You know, I mean, I love your sense of humor, you know that. But I mean, the way your videos are constructed and come out, definitely, can you put those on ice for me, please? That would be great. I mean, you can tell they're different people, but we could do the same. How am I trying to say this without it coming off like I'm sounding like an asshole? Because that's not what I'm trying to do. We could be given the exact same clips, and TJ and I would put out a completely different video that would bring different perspective from the same clips. That's what I'm trying to say. No, not that rubber mask. I actually, TJ laughs when I tell her this. I didn't know that TJ was a girl, and that mask scared the fuck out of me. I refused to watch any of TJ's videos for a long time because I saw the mask, and I'm like, that's the creepiest motherfucking thing I've ever seen. The only one I kind of made me do a bit of a smirk was the one where you're wearing the mask, but you're sitting on the fucking toilet, probably making a video while you're making a video. No, I'm not smart as fuck. But bless you for trying to, yeah, okay, you can be my top student today. Yeah, friggin' mask. If you bring out, you hid those, didn't you say you hid those? Didn't you say what mask? Yeah, people don't know about the mask. Tell them about the mask, TJ. Tell them about the scary Freddy Krueger, scary as hell mask you used to wear. Hi, Michael Shaw. What mask? So while TJ's butt kisser, Nah, TJ's my buddy. She says I'm smart. This chick is smart. She balances me out, and she always, because she's so much calmer and collected and sees things from all angles more than I do, because I think freaky mask guy, don't encourage her. Little busy. You've been talking to TJ. TJ did this to me yesterday too. I'm supposed to just stop a stream midstream and go check my email and keep everybody on hold. Yeah, she did do a bunch of them. So this was all she was doing for a while. And didn't you say, TJ, like people were scared of them? I'll check my email after, Jen. And then, yeah, she changed her little format there, and we haven't seen the mask since. I think that's a great idea, Cans fan. But don't make it the toilet one. That's the only one I liked. So while TJ does that, I want to go ahead, actually. I'm going to go ahead, and before we get into debunking, I guess maybe, in case you didn't know, I should tell you. I thought tonight we could close out the week with a Armchair Detective hat trick debunk. So for those that don't know Canada, because you didn't know about our milk bags, I'm talking about a hat trick in hockey. So what that is a hat trick in ice hockey. Anybody that's a hockey fan knows what it is when a player scores 3 goals in a game, that same player, obviously. And when that happens on the 3rd goal, a cascade of like ball caps are thrown onto the ice by the fans, especially if it's a home team, like a home team game. A natural hat trick is when that player scores 3 consecutive goals in the game. So boom, 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 right in a row. That's the natural hat trick. Just a regular hat trick is just throughout the game. There's been a goal, someone else scored another, then you scored another. You got it. So I thought I would, since I've done 2 streams debunking him already this week, this 3rd one would be the hat trick debunk. But before, yes, I think we should get all kinds of like people that have helped take him down to sign it. It'll be like a mass signing. Yeah, I've always been partial in throwing it off. Don't they search you when you go into those hockey games? Like, I would think you'd be a little lumpy in the area somewhere, like on your person, because the octopus I wouldn't want that in my purse. Not that I'm a purse carrying kind of girl. I'm sure you guys couldn't envision me. I don't do purses actually at all. Is it? See, now everybody needs to know. Oh, well, see, because I'm not already scattered enough. Yeah, give me a second here. Actually, we've got potential breaking news. See, this is how breaking news happens, Alan. It actually happens when it really happens. Okay, so those of you, sorry, give me a sec, guys. I'm just grabbing a link here. Those of you that know our lovely, well, I'm not actually in it because my profile still needs to be adjusted, Facebook. It's almost been a year since you gave me my original profile back, but could you please remove my middle name? That would be great, thanks. 2 fucking years. So anyways, okay, hang on. I don't do very well under pressure. Can you tell, guys? Hang on. Un momento, senors and senoritas. Hi, Tamara. You can sneak in. It's not class night. It's fucking Friday night. We are gonna party as much as you can party debunking a pervy fraud. Okay. I had to put you on mute so I could open up YouTube and not echo. Yeah, thanks, Amber. Throw me under the fucking bus. All of you, all of my mods. Sherry54321. Do you see they're making fun of me? They're making fun of me. That's soccer in our country, not that's so funny, you guys. Wait, like Alvin, I actually said that. Oh, great. So now Sherry's going to join right in. God damn you all. I hate every one of you. Never liked you anyway. Okay, so serious. Let's get back. So I just dropped in for those of you that don't know the No Hate Facebook group, then you guys are missing out. So it's called No Hate, Just Exposing Armchair Detective Lies. Lizzie does such a fantastic job. That's her group. Now, for those of you that are not part of that group, I dropped the link in there, so feel free to, it's public. You don't have to join. Now, for those that are part of the group and are very familiar, Jan, our lovely Jan, who has done, I think, 2 now lives with Lizzie. I know 2 that I was on as Vanna White doing comments. I think that's all they've done. In regards to, do I see enough in here? Oh, I just saw that. She hasn't been online. She hasn't been on YouTube. She's just been kind of quiet, doing her own thing. But yeah, no. She hasn't been on YouTube at all. But she's just doing her own thing. I love you more. But she's okay. She's okay. So no need to panic. No need to panic at the disco. No panicking at the disco. So sorry, Jan. I'm just so frazzled. Can you tell? At the end of the week, my nerves were shot. Now they're even more shot. So for those that, I'm just trying to find. I'm just scrolling here. Where's Jan's? The bubbles has been spotted was freaking hilarious, by the way, Jan. So those that know Jan Meredith Frost, she's what's the best way? I don't want to what's the word I'm looking for? There, thank you. I'm just right. I've got 50 things going on in my head right now. Thank you. That's what Nuff is doing. Jan, can you explain, because I don't want to not give you the credit that you deserve and just be a stupid stoner and not explain properly what your purpose is. So basically, while she's letting everybody know, she's first of all taking AD and holding AD to task. That goes without saying. I guess I don't want to undercut your abilities and what you can do. I should just shut up before I really make an idiot out of myself more. No, her Wi-Fi when she's in her van is actually garbage, which is understandable. She's in the fucking middle of nowhere. I actually have to remind her when we have done group calls to turn her video off, because obviously when you've got video and audio, that's utilizing more of the Wi-Fi connection. So if you cut the video out, that at least should stabilize the audio. We all love looking at Nuff's face, but don't really get to see or hear much of her. Oh yeah, she's literally in the middle of nowhere when she goes out. It's pretty cool. Is Jen still in here, or am I just... Hang on, guys. There we go. Thank you, baby. Thank you. See, I would have missed the retired lawyer, the mental health profession stuff. See, I just said you were holding AD to task. I know there's much more to you than that. That's why I wouldn't have done you any justice. So basically what Jan wanted me to let everybody know is, if you're not already a member of No Hate, or you don't have that group link bookmarked because you don't want to join, you can look at it. It's public. You don't have to be a member, but if you're interested in keeping up, definitely keep on checking the No Hate Facebook group. I I think, I don't know if I've had anything to do with it, help just with my crazy energy, but I mean, I know Jan has been riled up for a long time now, but I guess maybe because things are starting to really move along. Jan wants me to let everybody know that she's really riled up with all this bullshit. And hey, Armchair Detective, you can expect post number 5 from Jan Meredith Frost directly for you. Coming up this weekend, you pushed her too far this time, AD. You pushed her too far. Who? Hi, Glitter Girl. What's going on? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that for now. Of course, obviously, as things progress and things happen and so forth. Thank you, Amber. We'll obviously keep you updated as much as we can with stuff that we can. Now, Jan is no fool. Don't you worry. The stuff that we've had, that we have, well, not we, because I really haven't been nothing to do with it. Hi, Mr. Shannonite. The 2 lives that Lizzie and Jan have done, don't think that Jan's laying out all of her cards, because not even the tip of the iceberg. So obviously there's a lot of stuff that for obvious reasons can't be discussed and so forth, but just know that what's the best way to say this? There's a lot more under the surface. Let's put it like that. Okay, so I hope I did you proud there, Jan. So that was the breaking news for now. Now, what I want to do before I really dive in and get on once, and we're going to put to bed once and for all Armchair Detective's safe house conspiracy crap pile. Really fucking sick and tired of. He just did the safe house nonsense. Well, I mean, he's been trying to push it for almost 4 years, but even his repeats are gaining momentum faster. Like, he at least was, when he would start all over again, it was like every 8-9 months, maybe like one time a year. Now it became every 6 months. Now it was like maybe 2 months ago he did the bullshit with the safe house, and here we are again. And I knew when we talked about when he talked there 2 nights ago, when he was, Chris Watts said it's over there, it's out there, when actually he said up there. But of course, whoever is doing their crap-filled video manipulation, I guess you get what you pay for, Alan. I knew he was going to go back when he said the mailbox, that, maybe Chris Watts left the phone in the freaking mailbox. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed that. And you know what I wonder, Kens? I wonder if, because I know he was watching yesterday or whatever, if not him, one of his camp was, because Unsolved Mystery has been blocked. I purposely made mention again. I know I did it 2 days in a row. I purposely made mention again and made a big sort of ordeal about that, him removing the audio after it was very subtly mentioned. I made a point yesterday of really making a big deal of it because I was curious to see if he would make a point of using it. And sure enough, he did. He did. Your poker face really fucking sucks, Alan. No wonder you're a shit poker player and you have to work on YouTube for a full-time job. You can't even fucking be a professional poker player properly. He's promoting his Fundly, going over old copyright issues. Oh, God. What, the Fundly that was long ago spent when he, the minute he got all that money? So before, I know I keep saying this, but I mean it now. I'm being serious. So before we dive into debunk all of this bullshit regarding the safe house, I think we should very quickly, because I know it seems to be a big source of confusions over in Cult Sheeple-land about the Fire Stick. Emerald Kimmy actually has put together, I just happened to see it in passing this afternoon, EK, and I thought, oh my God, this is perfect. So even if you mind that I'm playing from your video, too fucking bad. She did a great video that totally sums up the Fire Stick that was supposed. Oh, so Emerald Kimmy's video sums up perfectly the Fire Stick that was supposed to detonate the explosion, the oil explosion at Survey, for all of the payoffs, right? Because Anadarko was involved. What was the company that bought Anadarko? Petroleum, D.A. Rourke, right? All these payoffs are incredible. Now, before I show Emerald Kimmy's video and then we really get into the debunking nonsense, please remember.
Write it down. No, get a pen and paper.
You haven't written it down. I feel sorry for you.
Right, get your pen and paper. Take notes, everybody. Take notes.
I can't keep telling you. I can. Take notes.
All right? Hand up if you've got a pen and paper. No, get a pen and paper. I'm fed up with telling you this every night. You need a pen and paper to make notes because afterwards we're going to go into Patreon and talk about it. Write it down. Write it down. Right, get your pen and paper. Take notes, everybody. Take notes. No, get a pen and paper.
Write this down. Get a pen and paper.
No, get a pen and paper.
Write this down. Get a pen and paper.
Write it down.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
And we can now whoosh that crap theory out of the way now. Oh, fuck Emerald Kimmy. That was funny. Amazon Fire Stick. Alexa, blow shit up. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Well, exactly. Where Alicia Marie? Where's that? There we go. Yeah. I like how they think NK was chief security officer of Anadarko, a billion-dollar company. She actually, well, we know she wasn't chief security officer, but she actually didn't even work for Anadarko directly. It was like, I can't remember offhand the name of like, but it was like an outsourced company that she was hired through. It wasn't even Like it wasn't even Anadarko directly. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. All of Colorado is covering for NK. Like all of Colorado, all of the oil manufacturers, the DA, right across, like all of law enforcement, all levels of law enforcement, they're all covering up for NK. Yeah, it is GSI. I can't remember the name offhand either. Who's striking who? Who's striking who? What's going on now? Yeah, so that fire stick detonator. Absolutely. That's right, Foxy. Mm-hmm. That's right. That was awesome, Admiral Kimmy. I loved it. I loved it. And I mean, it was just so ridiculous. Absolutely so. It always has been, but yeah, so that's what you all be very, very careful. And don't say, Alexa, blow shit up. He doesn't care. He's not embarrassed by nothing. He is fueled by greed, plain and simple. Greed and perverted stuff. Okay, so now that we've got the fire stick, are you guys all good? Are you all, do we need to go over that anymore? Did we all comprehend what was going on? Is there anybody that's lost? Yeah, no, that was perfect, EK. As I said, and it was obviously serendipity, because I actually I logged into my Secret Agent Iceberg brand account, and for some reason I don't go in that one all that often, but for some reason I'm not even sub to anybody except for my Genetic Code channel, and for some reason your EK channel I was sub to, and so when I logged in, it kind of came up in recommendations, and I'm like, the fire stick, perfect. We can kill 3 birds with one hat trick debunk. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. So I'd like to say, just in case, Jan, just so you know, don't be honing in on my Mr. Shannonite territory, eh? I'm pretty sure I made this clear that I have been catapulted to the top of Mr. Shannonite's former ex-wife list, and I saw that you were talking to him in my chat. Can't say as I'm happy about that, but what really didn't made me less happy was you were talking about children with him and about having kids. So we're gonna have to cut that shit out right now. Honing in on my Mr. Shannonite territory. Even though he's the completely wrong gender for me, but that's okay. Those are little humps we can get over. Who's doing what over where? Rain Dancer 98 45 73 26 Hut Washington. Nice of you to come on in. What's he doing? What's he doing, TJ? Breaking news, come on. So smoke more. You know what, actually? Funny for real. I actually don't go into work high, for all of you that may think I am high 24/7. I'm only high 24/6.999. I have been running around all day. I worked till about 1 o'clock, and I actually probably 1:30 our time, or my time. Well, ours, mine and Amber's time. And I've been working on throwing this together the rest of the afternoon. So I haven't really had time. I've smoked 1 bowl since I got home at 1 o'clock, which is going to be 2 because I'm packing 1 now. And I've got half a joint that I actually went outside and rolled for myself last night and put out. I might just smoke that in hot box myself. So don't worry about me. I'll be, I don't believe that false apology. You know, I'm just teasing with you. It's eventually, you know what? It's probably actually maybe for the best, Jen, because I know Mr. Shannonite knows it's eventually going to come to a catastrophic end anyway. So maybe you could get in there for the next time. Is he live? I thought he wasn't. Oh, it's Saturday and Sunday he's taking off. Oh, you know what? See, that's how kind of confused I am right now. When he said that he was taking, yeah, he's doing Monday to Friday. I guess I thought it was Saturday very briefly. See, I'm all out of sorts here. He's ranting that he's got a solicitor and he has a new fund and he's going after Frankie. So how is that any different from what he has been doing? Maybe he's mad. He's not happy that I've debunked all of his bullshit. My hat trick debunk. The Armchair Detective hat trick debunk. Hi, Bubbles, chin chin, cluck cluck head, racist Roxby. Oh yeah, Red Rover. Salty calls racist Roxby over tomorrow night. You're more than welcome to bring your fake tarot cards and come do some readings for us. Yeah, it's a parody, Alicia Marie. Crafton and Kim Crafton did it purposely as a joke. It was never he never put it out as trying to be serious or not. But of course, the greedy guts McGee, who thinks anything to do with Watts is his personal ownership, he plucked it and now is using it to make people believe that, yeah, Chris Watts was talking to him. He's sick. That actually. So what has he been ranting about going to lawyers like all this time, right? Didn't he take a week off? He said he took a week off when he was really abroad playing poker in Malta, but he said he took a week off and had talks with his solicitors then. Remember those solicitors that sent the fucking ridiculous bullshit cease and desist? Remember those solicitors, Alan? Your Duncan Lewis Hines solicitor firm. Don't you remember that, Alan? I thought you had acquired them already. God damn it. I guess you think because you have new people, they don't know that you've won. So he's opened up basically a whole new fundly donation bin, basically. So now copyright BS. Oh God. Is he he must be on YouTube, eh? He must be doing his YouTube stream. Hang on, guys. Un momento. All right, I don't know how this is going to work, guys. I probably won't be able to do it, but let's just poke in for a minute.
Would you say that's Claire or Frank right now? Obviously, it's Claire. Majority of this channel of my energy is for financial gain, says Mr. R. I don't need to say anything, do I? It's self-explanatory. They're literally picking on one person. But the trouble is, they haven't got the copyright or the court docket. Are they? Are they fair use? Is it just AD lying again? Is AD just lying again? Is he weaseling out of it? They will tell you that AD is weaseling out of it and he wiggled his way out of it. No. I did it legally. They're the ones that are lying to you. I'm showing you receipts. Receipts, not words. This is emailed to me today. Now, the Rusaks, Mr. Rusak and Miss Claire have sent 25 copyright strikes to YouTube, and they're backed up. I think something like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is a repeat. This is a repeat. He's already. This is old friggin'. Sorry, guys. I don't know if it's playing properly. I don't know if it's streaming properly for you guys. Like, he's not even... He's talking about the fucking copyright strikes. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? You just won 13,990 pounds in poker winnings in the last 6 months. Pay for your own fucking attorney, you cheap, greedy bastard. Holy fuck. God, he makes me angry. And he's trying to start up. Yes. Yeah, Jan's waiting for your receipts, by the way, Alan. How about the receipts for the 4,000 Funly dollars that are already gone in poker fucking into the poker tables and casinos? So he's playing old freaking goddamn. He's playing old footage. Obviously, that's from September, early October. Are you sure you really want to bring the copyright strikes back up, Alan? Are you really sure you want to fucking do that? Woo-foo! Eh? Are you sure you want to do that, Alan? I'm not really sure you've thought this through. And I certainly don't believe you've gone to lawyers because you've been saying that this whole time. Yeah, he's talking about this. It's an old video he's playing from when fucking Claire, who didn't fulfill her duties and follow through, struck him. That's what he's talking about. It's an old video from like last friggin' September, maybe early October, when he went on his rages there. He went after Frankie. So that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Hang on a sec here, guys. Bear with me for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, exactly. All he does, bingo, Amber, anything to make money with minimal effort as possible, but he doesn't even put any effort into anything anyway. Nothing he said, yeah, well, exactly. Nothing he said is new. Actually, apparently it wasn't. Oh, yeah, it was. I was thinking the oil. Never mind. Ignore me, Jan. I can't believe he's actually going there about the fucking copyright strikes. You know what? Just finding that out live, it makes this whole stream worthwhile. We haven't even got yet to debunking him. Oh my goodness. That is too fucking funny. Guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to put you on mute. I want to grab something, but I have to look for it. So I think you guys can probably, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep yourselves entertained, I think is what I'm trying to say. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to mute you. I haven't disappeared. So don't know where'd you go again here. It's being done intentionally. Okay, I'll be back. I'm still here. Keep on yapping with yourselves. All right. Did you miss me, y'all? He's going after Claire with poker chips. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean, everybody hide your pencils. Well, I think yeah, I thought you said there are the, you know what, Jen? I saw there are the revolting ones that have seen this for 4 years, but that also is true too. I think his turnover time is, I think 6 months. Every 6 months is when there's that new wave of subs that he rides on in. Actually, this is the biggest scam yet. He's trying to bring the newbies back in the old days when this went down. This is the biggest scam, and it needs to be reported to YouTube. Yeah, exactly. He claims, yeah, I had that at the end of one of my videos, and I had to laugh because that's what I said that to Michael Shaw. I said, so here he goes with him and his fucking pictures. I'm going to blackmail Dirty Dodgy Dave with pictures. I'm going to blackmail Frankie with pictures. Now I'm going to say I have pictures and know where Nicole Kessinger lives. Did he forget that she has a new name? Obviously, we know he's not found her. I mean, we know we're going on them that we know it's all bullshit. If he even tried to pretend to be a good actor, he'd be like, I know what her new name is. He would have been all excited about that first and then told us he knows where she lives. Nope, he just knows. Subpoena her because he's going to bring her to court and she's going to win his case. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It absolutely is. It abso-fucking-lutely is. Absolutely. And you know what? Hang on, guys. Hold on. You know, and that's the other, I bet you that's another reason why, it sounds like what I understood, TJ, is that he's basically created a whole new fund for these lawyers that he's got. So he can't have his new subs looking at a 4,000, or sorry, I don't know if it's 4,000 or 4,000 pounds, whatever. He can't have new subs looking at the fact that he's got, never mind $13,990 in poker winnings, but $4,000 in a Fundly donation, whatever, fundraiser that was initiated last September when the copyright strikes were initially applied. He wants them to believe he's got no money whatsoever, right? Look at me. I have no money for a lawyer. What happened to your 100,000 subs if each one donated a fucking dollar? What happened to the one that had the blank check that they were going to write out for you? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought, asshole. All right, hang on a sec. No, he said NK. He said NK. Now, bear in mind, too, AK, that video is before the Claire fucking debacle even happened. And again, just to remind everybody, I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole, but I am going to fucking I'm going to call a spade a fucking spade. Claire is the reason that those copyright strikes fell off and Alan's channel came back. YouTube was waiting for Claire to submit information. The whole copyright strike process came to a complete halt because all the way down the creative studio, every single copyright strike she threw on him, YouTube needed more information, which means YouTube didn't have anything to bring back to Alan to give him because Claire never submitted an IPO number because an IPO number doesn't exist. Now, we've been over this. I don't want to go down this path again, but for those that don't know, it wasn't anything to do with Alan whatsoever. Claire is solely responsible, and she's never come forth and even made any type of a statement to the community overall to tell the community that YouTube didn't do its job and that's why his channel came back. You know why she didn't do that? Because she can't, and it's bullshit, and she'll be fucking proven wrong. And has been. Well, that's why we are here where we are, Roberta. Of course YouTube will do nothing. DA Rourke will be there. I don't know if you knew this, Alan. Frankie was in my chat, I think my stream last week, and or maybe it was Lizzie's stream. Sorry. Anyways, last week or the week before, and he did as my Vanna White comment capabilities. I failed on that one. He did put in the chat that that DA Rourke is going to be coming over to the UK and testifying on behalf of Frankie. So you can tell him what a fraud and corrupt DA he is to his face, Alan. It's obscene to beg for money online when he won at poker. He's won 13,990 pounds just in this year, in the last 6 months alone. Yep, absolutely. And you know what? The fact that can you tell I'm right riled up now? I mean, I laugh because if the copyright strikes, you know what? That is just nominal. That is not going to have anything to do or get your case thrown out of civil court. Alan, you fucking moron. But if you want to keep believing that, go right ahead. I think, yeah, he's up in the ante, TJ. Look at him. He's like, well, I've already got $4,000. Nobody's stopping me. I'm just going to keep doing it, and I'm going to up the ante every single fucking time. Well, no, I think it's baloney evidence. Didn't Chin Chin say she has big folders on every single one of us? She's going to have to bring in some carts, like multiple carts of all the evidence and all the folders. I mean, Alan C's going to subpoena NK. This isn't about you trying, like, fuck, I don't even want to start. It's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. All right. I just want to hang on.
I arranged a court date in California, because that's where YouTube are, to take Mr. Rusek and Miss Claire before courts to prove they had the copyrights or be charged with perjury. Their choice was to go away and pretend that I weaseled out. They didn't have the decency to tell you the truth, that they were lying to you under perjury oath. I really do. And they're good.
Perjury! The only liar here is you, Alan, and Claire.
This is what she says. I'm the owner or agent authorized to act on behalf of the owner of exclusive rights to the alleged infringement. I have in good faith and belief that the use of material as manner reported is compliant and is not authorized by the copyright owner, Mr. R. It's agent of law, which is her. She's the agent of law, the self-confessed lawyer. I can't see her as a lawyer, but such Mrs. Rusek thinks she is. This notification is accurate. She's agreed under perjury that she's telling the truth, that they're the copyright. Under perjury, guys. I acknowledge, this is clear, I acknowledge there may be adverse legal consequences, and there are, for making false or bad faith allegations of copyright infringement using this process. Where's the copyright number, Claire? Because if you haven't got it, you've committed perjury. I understand that abuse of this tool result in the termination of my YouTube account, and my lawyers. Where's Claire's YouTube channel? Taken down. She's a liar. The channel's gone.
She took her Celtic Cross channel down, you moron.
Demanded that you're terminated by the terms of contract of YouTube.
Now, actually, you know what? How many fucking false copyright strikes have you thrown my way, Alan? Let's talk about fucking perjury, shall we, for a minute? How many? Easily 10 to 15. and you want to call out one person for one time, well, I guess maybe 25 times, 25 copyright strikes, but pretty funny how you're all in a huff and pissed off, but it's okay for you to do it to everybody else because you want to take the channels down. You don't like the information, the truth getting out about you and exposing you. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. So funny. Perjury. The biggest liar on the bald face of the earth. You can't sue anyone or retry the case. But that could be a whole probably like 3-week stream in itself just going there. Slurring again, barely coherent. Yeah, exactly. Now, precisely. Between you, me, Martin, Armchair, Lex, I had a channel, fucking my first channel got taken out. Lex lost her channel. Armchair lost her channel. Martin, I know he went through one of his channels. He ended up losing. He took down because at one point we thought those were his open copyright strikes might have been holding Alan's channel coming back. When Claire disappeared and we were trying to figure out why his channel was still around because Claire wasn't offering up any information because she bolted from everyone. But yeah, between all of us, I think of probably a, what's a good number? 100 probably between all of us and others that I'm sure I've missed that have had false copyright strikes on them. Hey, Cynthia Love Alive, what's going on? Yeah, and I was being generous when I said 10 to 15. I know there's probably a lot more. I was just kind of, lowballing. Yeah, exactly. So let's just say 20 me, 20 you, 20 Martin, 20 Lex, 20, who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing people. Val's got some. He did it to Claire because when Claire had her Celtic Investigator channel, which was actually the channel that she did hide. It wasn't her Claire Morgan one. I ended up winning that. I had to write the counterclaim for lawyer Claire to get that copyright strike. So yeah, easily 100, Alan, and he's sitting there going, perjury, perjury. Fucking hell. Yeah. Goddamn fucking fake ass quack. Don't worry, Fakey B. We haven't forgotten about you, by the way. Just because you're not mentioned quite as much or as consistently. No. You are not going to be forgotten. Not at all. Dr. B hates me. She tried so fucking hard to get every single one of my videos of her taken down via copyright strikes, privacy strikes. And how many did you win, fake ass quack? 0. Big fat goose egg. Sorry about your luck. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you as well, Lizzie. Yes, that's okay. It counts. It counts. Yep, I did say Armchair. She lost her channel. And fake ass quack, actually. If you remember that one video of hers, Amber Armchair's, the one, it was one of the, it was, I think her kind of favorite one about Fakey B. I can't remember which one, but the one with her and Kevin. There was one video she kept going after Armchair to fucking take down and copyright strike, and it was false. It was false. Every single time was false. Yep. And that's just it. That's just fucking it. All to get money. Yeah. Who said, and I think we're really lowballing. Yeah. I honestly, I've never gone and actually done. I've saved every fucking copyright strike I've ever gotten between him and fucking, and Dr. B there. I've never gone through and actually counted them all up. I think we're being probably really generous, or not generous. We're really lowballing by saying 15 to 20 over the 3 years. Somebody made a comment, I want to find that, about him saying, remember he said back in when he went through this with his first Fundly campaign, that he was going to try and basically squeeze Frankie dry of all his money. He was going to not show up to court. He was going to claim health issues. An authorized agent does not need to be a lawyer Exactly. Thank you. She's still was never a lawyer, but that's besides the point. That's a whole other ball of wax. I want to stick to just the copyright. But yeah, authorized agent. Because honestly, Alan, if you had to be a fucking lawyer, then I guess, well, Bubbles did perjure herself with her false copyright strikes. But Bubbles is no fucking lawyer, so how come she's doing copyright strikes as your authorized agent? But that's okay. Perjury! Perjury! Fucking false fuckers. Yeah, look, I'm right fucking riled up now. I'm sorry, TJ. I really thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was Saturday, so I didn't think he was going to be live at all. And then I realized what you were saying, that he was actually, that's what he was going on about. God damn, where was that comment? Yeah, exactly. False cease and desist, say what? Where did that comment go? Yeah, I'll be your middle lady, bitch. Where did that comment go? I think it was Lady Witch that said it. He's done 11 billion. Okay. God damn it, I'm going to find that fucking comment. He should get a proper lawyer. Yeah. Bingo. Well, yeah. Absolutely. Unfortunately, the process that Claire tried to pass off, bouncing from panel to panel to panel, putting aside the fact that each one thing she said contradicted itself, she made up the process in her head. Her cousin that worked at the intellectual property office was going to expedite a judgment because Alan apparently doesn't get to even defend himself, as much of a piece of shit that he is. Like, I don't. We've done streams. I really don't want to start going down. It grinds my gears that somebody has been so fucking dishonest and has continued to be dishonest all this time. But it's going to catch up. It is going to catch up. I don't know where that stupid comment, well, it wasn't a stupid comment. Yep. Snaky, Fakey, and AD. That's right. Well, okay, I don't know where it is. I could sit here all day. I want to kind of move on here. Somebody, whoever it was a very lovely comment. Basically said that if he's gonna, it might have been even Amber, but if he's been feigning that he's gonna be ill health and he can't make it to court, and he's gonna find every reason. Oh, his diabetes is bad, heart is normal but high near-death experience, blood pressure. Certainly doesn't stop him from flying abroad from poker tournament to poker tournament for the last, 6 months. Winning 13,990 pounds. She's the worst, that Elizabeth. She's the absolute worst. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, CanSpan, I don't think, things will never kind of be as they were. But, if we were still at that time where we were all here together as one again, that would mean that personally, and I can only speak for myself, I'm not doing this for the right reasons. That means we've swept under the rug and allowed one of our own to lie, manipulate, and be not only disingenuous, but dishonest as well. And we're here to call out a pervy, lying, scammer, con man, fraud. We can't turn a blind eye, especially when it's right in our own camp. I can't turn a blind eye. I should only speak for myself. All right. Carol Hackinson. Thank you, darling. He said he needs to stop traveling to poker tournaments if he's going to try to put off court with his health issues. Yep. Here we go. Here's a little itinerary, Armchair Detective subs. exactly. We can't be picky, choosy, handsy, whatever that saying is. Well, we'll turn a blind eye to this one, but yeah, no, and especially, I mean, the catastrophic fallout from that too. This wasn't just like we weren't just talking a small little. I stayed home last night, but I told people I went out, but I really stayed home. This was a community. What's the word I'm looking for? Overall community affecting lie that literally affected how things went forward from there. Yeah, he'll go under the depression angle. I bet you he's never depressed when he's at the casino. Whatever. I don't know what luckily. Why is that not showing? Damn it. Here we go. When YouTube says legal action, they mean lawsuit. Well, this part, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for YouTube. I bet if, let's say, you uploaded my video that I actually honestly have copyright ownership, registered copyright ownership of, in the case where I copyright strike you, I wouldn't even need a lawsuit, would I? Wouldn't I be able to just prove that I already have the copyright ownership? I mean, these things, this is never it never went this far with Claire. This was never, I don't want to get people confused. I don't mind having this conversation at another time, but I just don't want to bring in elements that never even happened into the scenario to further prove, because I'm really starting to understand, and I kind of realize that some people might think I've been I don't like the term when people say I've been dragging Claire. I haven't been dragging Claire. I've been calling out her dishonesty and her bullshit. What fucking Dorothy Frappuccino, Cappuccino, Macchiato Latte does on her fucking channel, what Coops does on her channel, that's fucking dragging people. Telling the truth and calling somebody out for lying to an entire community is not dragging. And people that have said we've gone on and on and on about it, I really don't think doing 4 streams in 9 months is going on and on and on about it, considering, if you know what I mean? Like, let's be fucking realistic here. Stop making fucking excuses. I'm tired of it. Now, I understand. I didn't expect, as I said, I expected to be ousted from, like have everybody go, well, you're fucking out of your mind, Jen. And that was going to be it. I fully get the fact that I didn't expect everybody to fully understand or be on board. I have to realize too that the majority of the community were not part of those conversations with Claire that when we tried to like fucking tell her to give us an update, like nobody was part or party to those conversations, so they don't know what went on, so they don't have the full grasp of how grave this situation was. But what a catastrophe she could have caused. I don't know how it played out the way it did, but if this hadn't been figured out what Claire had done, we would all be sitting in a very completely different situation and path right now. Everything would be so fucking different. I don't even want to imagine. I really don't want to imagine. So, that was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And it still makes me kind of shake when I think about it, but it had to be done. And again, I don't want to harp and I don't want to go on about this, but people that have known me or have followed me, that do support me, those that know me, there's no way I would have let that go and just been able to continue on calling out a pervy fraud for his lies, deceit, manipulation, scams, and cons. There's no way I could have done that in full faith and been true to myself. So with that being said, so that was a segue I never even saw coming. Let's get on to business for real. Come on now. So first thing I want to do before we get into once and for all, making tonight the 3 times the Debunk charm stream, before we once and for all put to bed his safe house conspiracy fairy tale fables. I want to play TJ's video that she put out earlier today, which has totally different perspectives, and she comes at it from a totally different angle and has stuff that I haven't pulled up. So this, here we go. TJ is in the house.
The year 2525.
Where he went. I'm going to more of that later. Where did he go? So the main point of the object of the exercise is, we now know after all these years, it's very unlikely that Shanann was killed that Monday morning. I told you she didn't die in the house. Everyone believes that now. I think everyone understands she wasn't murdered in there.
You said 1 to 6 hours, Shanann Watts. What did you say after that? We lost
Yeah, 1 to 6 hours. She was buried between 1 to 6 hours after she died, because her lividity was fixed in the position she was in the grave. Okay.
1 to 6 hours. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that fits in with, she got home at 1:48 and she was in the grave something like 6 hours after that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Taken out back or in the red car. Alive. I believe with chloroform. That's why it was around the toilet. That's why the windows are open. That's why the fans were on, in my opinion.
They're overwhelmed with gratitude for what you're telling them.
You're making my brain work. Another thing I've heard a lot of gossip about is chloroform. Oh my God. Let me tell you about chloroform, okay?
Okay.
It's not like it's not like the movies. Using chloroform to knock someone out in a matter of seconds is completely fiction.
It's 1930s movies.
Exactly. Chloroform's an anesthetic. And even with perfect dosing, it would take at least 5 solid minutes of inhaling a soaked rag to render a person unconscious. But the kicker is, yes, and the kicker is, chloroform only knocks you out for as long as it is applied. So if you remove the rag of chloroform from the person and they're not inhaling it any longer, you got it.
You've just debunked one of my theories. But I'm wrong.
Sorry.
No, I love it when I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I thought this chloroform. I'll tell you what I based that on. The smell of bleach when the police came in.
I know.
We all smell bleach. And I know that chloroform, you make homemade chloroform and bleach, and it was just one of my theories. I'm happy to be wrong. Honestly, thank you. Thank you. So you're saying there's no chance of chloroform doing this job?
No.
They're in the year 2525.
And there you have it. Where was he last night? Back to the fucking chloroform. Back to the chloroform. God damn. I love it when I'm wrong, he says. What the? There's another, probably one of his top 5 lies ever. When has that pervy fraud ever admitted to being wrong, let alone held his friggin' arms. I love it when I'm proven wrong. Oh, yeah, I bet you he did. God damn. You know what? I bet you I love animals so much that I tend to present company and here all excluded, but for most part, I tend to have more of an affection with animals than people. I bet you he did. He hurt little kittens and stuff when he was growing up. Yeah, he loves to be proven wrong and debunked. I guess that's why Dr. J is no longer with him. I was just thinking that. Yeah, that was an awesome video. See, now that TJ threw together in about 5 minutes while sitting in the car, on the toilet, in the restroom, waiting in a parking lot. Speaking of sitting in cars and parking lots, maybe you could teach fucking Justine Lee Reacts how to fucking do shit like that. Fucking sitting in a goddamn parking lot solo with his car running, doing a stream, looking like a moron. People looking from the outside. Guy screaming at nobody. He loves to be proven wrong. Jesus Christ. So funny. All right. It always has been. The whole channel has been built on lies, deception, fraud, and manipulation. The end. In the tub. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Jesus. Gotta show me up all the time, don't you, TJ? Look, I made a video that everybody loves in 2 minutes. Well, I punished myself for 12 hours, and I'm still never happy with it. I'll be very honest, I really couldn't get into, watching her. Hi, Chin Chin, Alan, Cluck Cluck Head, Racist Rock Speed, Kaka, Elizabeth F. Whoever's watching on behalf of your camp tonight. I could never get into watching when Dr. J was on. I don't know why. I just would always turn her off. I figured that she was probably the biggest fraud along with Dr. B, right? When you see one fake prison insider and you've seen all fake insiders and this, that, any new ones that are brought in, you kind of just, I'm like, yeah, fake, fake, fake from the get-go. So my understanding is that she, I don't know, I guess of all of the fakes, she was probably maybe towards the top of the list. Why? Why is he pissed off? Because I calling out his bullshit on Claire, fuck? Thinks he's going to use that? Dr. J. I could be your Dr. J for tonight. Dr. Jungle Jan. Yeah. So now, I wonder if he's doing Patreon tonight. Is he going to go into Patreon and really fucking have a good rant? Because he can talk about things that he can't talk about on YouTube. He's able to talk freer amongst friends. Good, I hope he's pissed off. Because you know what, Alan? It's just going to get worse from here. You think you're fucking pissed off now. You just wait, buddy. Wait. You ain't seen no pissed off nonsense yet. She live streamed and the cert was on her wall, an internet metaphysical certificate. Well, that sounds believable. What didn't he mention? Yeah, I know. We're all out of words, aren't we, Sunray? Wait, what wasn't mentioned? I'm trying to keep up here. He didn't mention it. What wasn't mentioned? Chloroform tonight? Yeah, when you've seen one quack, you've seen them all exactly. Starting with the fake-ass, fakey bee, fake-ass quack of all quacks. Oh, he didn't do Patreon. Thank you. I forgot I asked that question. Thanks. I'm so glad you guys keep me in line. I still find it hard to find the word to describe how I do too, Sunray. I think there really isn't. Gutter Sniper is really one of my favorites too, but it's still, every possible word and then some that we've made up, they still just don't seem to have enough conviction. Kind of like what's going to happen to you down the road. Conviction. when you're clapped in irons. Oh, God damn it. So, TJ, I haven't seen a mask video of you on the toilet make it into my email yet. I don't understand what's wrong. You must have forgot. You're busy. I get it. It's okay. Get working on that. Oh, shit. Chop, chop. Ooh, I almost deleted the wrong thing. Flying around at 50 miles an hour. Okay, so we are now going to move on to AD's safe house garbage. So I only took a little bit. I'm not going to make you all suffer any more than you have to. Hornswaddler. You guys in the UK have some of the coolest words. Now that's multitasking. God, like, TJ, it's like it's quitting time. Well, it was actually quitting time hours ago where you are. There's my buddy. I can't believe you always work. You're always working, even on the weekends. Anybody would be so lucky to have you. Like, absolutely. What's up, Puff Puff Pass? I'm working on some jet fuel gelato this week, and I actually just went on my way home from work and picked up some Cold Creek Kush. Cold Creek Kush, and I don't care. Cold Creek Kush, and I don't care. Well, you know, Puff Puff Pass, Puff Puff Pass. That's my buddy. We bond. We smoke. We don't have to see each other. We just see each other through the haze. Here's a quack. There's a quack. Everywhere a quack, quack. McPurvy fraud had a cult. E-I-E-I-O. G'day. Are you in Australia? G'day, mate yourself. I'm thinking you might be with the mate thing. I'm pretty sure that's an Australian term. Hey, I don't know if you guys caught, by the way, speaking of Australia, even though Larnie's here and I always think about Australia, I don't know if you guys, hang on. Hold on. I'm going to mute you for a second. I got to find something first. Got to bring you up. There's more breaking news. Hang on. I promise you guys are going to like this. All right. Good night, Jules. You can pick up tomorrow. Replays are always going to be there. Of course. Thanks for coming. You know that I can take the stand in a court of law and swear to and testify to the absolute truth of what you were just saying. JC cannot lie about what happened. It happened just like JC says. I would get on goddamn stand too. Thank you. I appreciate that, Glitter Girl. You know what I mean? I know I'd rather tell the truth and not be popular than to go along and be a follower. Like my mom would say, somebody told you to jump off a bridge. Would you jump? Fuck no. Might push them, but I ain't fucking jumping. Or somebody says jump, I ain't going to say how motherfucking high. It's Friday night, so I'm really going to be a little more expletive with my words tonight because I can. And I'm right riled up now. Riled up. She's been smoking. No, actually, you know what? Fucking hell. Okay, well, I did pack my pipe, and I took one puff, but I hardly even touched it. See, this is more important than smoking weed. The hell is wrong with me? Okay, so I'm just uploading something. Just before I get back into the bull or the bare bones of what we're doing here, I want to take a little, whatchamacallit, a little commercial break, I guess. Safe house, yeah, I know. Wait till we get this stuff. What I have ready that I'm going to play for you for the safe house stuff is just awesome. I also have, for those of you that haven't seen it before, Lizzie, that Jeff Young. I don't know why AD keeps calling him Jeff. What did he call him? Hebrighter. He says it in his film from last night. Not even the right fucking name. His name is Jeff Young, actually. Well, let me get into that after. Sorry, guys. I am literally, I know I'm probably really messing with you. I don't mean to be all over the place, but considering this was not even planned and just all the different things that are coming at me from the left, coming at me from the right, trying to get all the information to you. No, I don't think you missed much. I'll take 2 for you. Yeah, there we go. Good night, Carol. You can watch in the morning. All the UK party people are partied out. Because it's what? 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30 in the morning, guys. It's not even last call. Last call in Canada doesn't even happen until 2 a.m. God, you guys are boring. Not you guys, the ones that are playing the old card and going to bed. I'm just teasing. Good night, Jules and Carol. Have a lovely evening. This will be here for you in the morning. And there goes Jan on the way out too. I know it's late for you guys. I'm just busting your balls because I can. Thank you for coming in, and I can chit chat with TJ there and figure out what she was talking about. We'll get anything to you. So have a good night. And now I'm gonna do. Just uploading something here. We're gonna do a little another quick avenue. Yeah, I know you are awesome. Did you find have you found Sonnet yet? No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Got Nancy Drew on the case. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for swinging on in. That's it. Only the real diehards are still here. Holy fuck, it's not even 8:30 at night here where I am. So plenty of time. And I know it's like, what, 8:30. Oh, wait, no, it's what, 10:30 for Marnie in Australia? All right. Now that we know where everybody is in the time zones, I'm not sure if you guys were aware of this or not. Outback put out a video 3 days ago. And I actually really enjoyed it. I got quite the chuckle. Hang on. All right. So this is Outback's latest video from 3 days ago. And for those that haven't seen it, it is called Outback Outlaw on the Way to Queensland. Good day, Dave.
Hey, dipshit. See that? I'm in Queensland. You can see that there. It's not photoshopped. I don't have to dick around and say that I'm somewhere where I'm not, because you can see me right there. You can see my shadow. See that? Woo! In Queensland.
Queensland. All right.
Back Outlaw here. Travelling along Great Northern Highway towards the Northern Territory. Left Jarragen yesterday at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Got to Broome, stuffed around in Broome for a bit. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we hit the road. We kept on driving till about 12 o'clock last night. It just got too dangerous. There was cows all over the road, there was big grey kangaroos, there was wallabies everywhere. So we pulled over and we camped for the night just in the car, and it was 3 degrees. 3 frickin' degrees. It was freezing. Anyway, we're down this road towards the Northern Territory. I'll talk to you about that adventure soon. There's the around this way. There's the trailer. There's the car. Yep, that's what we're up to. Magnificent scenery. Western Australia. We've got another 5,000 kilometres that way. 5,000 kilometres. You. Hey, dipshit Dave. I was thinking, out here in the outback, as you can see, it's actually quite close to the Queensland border, all the way to Queensland. But I was thinking, as I was driving through a town called Larimer in the Northern Territory, it's just south of Mataranka, there's a bloke called Paddy Moriarty that went missing, and I think it's there's a little bit of what do you call it, foul play at stake. Some people say that he was cut up and put in the tyres they hit there in Larimer. See, that's an Australian story. An Australian guy who's gone missing. They think he was murdered and so was his dog. So I'm just going to put it to you, mate. Why don't you do that story instead of the Watts case? And I'll even throw in a little bit of a tidbit for you. I'll outback outlaw you, Paddy Moriarty, as well. So, I mean, you could start your own conspiracy. Maybe Outback Outlaw had something to do with it, eh? You wanker.
And that he is. Fucking Dodgy Dave is a fucking wanker. Oh, what do we have here? Well, hello. You look vaguely familiar. Vaguely familiar. Guys, it's Friday night. Grim Reaper is in the motherfucking house. Oh, yeah. Grim, everybody's fucking more happy to see you than they are me. I never get hellos like this. So I had to say, I had to comment. I love that video of Outbacks. And, you know, what I ended up saying, I'm like, see how fucking easy it is to prove you're actually somewhere where you say you are? Unlike fucking dipshit fucking Dave. Now, I don't know. Hang on. Everybody say hi to Grim in the chat while I... Amber. Yeah, where the hell? Asshole is right. Now look who's come crawling back, eh, Amber? Yeah, that's right. Grim and Little Reaper, motherfuckers. Let's finish the score, baby. So I'm not really sure. That's what I want to look up, actually, is I don't think he's done another video since, but give me a sec here. Talk amongst yourselves, and you can talk to the Grim Reaper while I'm looking. Where's my last paycheck, Grim motherfucker? See, I can swear it's my channel. I know enough not to swear on Grim's, but guess what? You're in my hood now. That's right. That's right. Did I see that you have to go, Grandmaster Sid Sophos? It's okay if you do. I understand. Look who's in the house. Better not tell Saltier here, man. She's going to fucking ream your ass, my ass. She's just motherfucking jealous. Let her be jealous. No shit, right? Okay, you guys try and get some info out of Grim. Well, I'm looking up something quickly here. Do. I can't wait. Yep, so I don't have any more breaking news for you from Outback. That was the last video he did. I think it was him and Summer that are on, looks like a little vacation. You were in Salty's live chat the other day. One Solved Mystery. I think you were following me. You were stalking me. Please give JC some weed. Show me the weed love, motherfuckers. Because we all know it ain't, it's not necessarily legal in every country, but I will take all the herbs for you. Hang on. You were in Salty. That was, what, 2 days ago when she was up with little Salty with her daughter. It wasn't here. I don't know. I guess you just followed me over there. I will always work for weed. Thanks for swinging by. Well, let's not get out of control there, TJ. Let's not get out of control. Mary Jane. Paging Mary Jane. Please come to the principal's office, Mary Jane. Okay, so let's try and get back on track here. Can you tell I'm so not on track tonight? Grabbing my coffee, my water, my fan. Oh, that shit. I know. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really embarrassed that I even showed my Converse shoe on that stream. Very embarrassing. If I was fucking a salty bitch, I wouldn't fucking show my head around here for a long fucking time. Crazy. I think, you know what? I think it probably would have been a lot better and a lot more fun with just little Salty. Fucking completely bypass the salty bitch. It was loopy. I know. I don't know what the hell she had going on. She's always one solved mystery. If you don't know, you probably don't know Salty Bitch that well. She is a walking calamity of technical destruction. It was all loopy. It was even, and I was fucking stoned in it. I couldn't even stand it anymore. If I said glass bong or bong and glass pipe one more fucking time. Depends on who it is. If I like you, yeah. Absolutely. The more the merrier. We don't want the friggin' rejects, though. No rejects allowed. Ooh, rejects. Can't even talk. What are you guys talking Benadryl and stuff for? Come on, let's talk about weed. You can only talk about weed on my channel, nothing else. Oh, yes, you suffer from, you have a lot of migraines, don't you, DK? I'm not trying to say this to make you feel bad, but I don't often suffer. Was that just yesterday? That wasn't just yesterday, was it? No, it was Wednesday. Don't do that to me. I'm already all out of sorts. I don't often, through my whole life, I don't very often get headaches. When I do, I'm not a fucking happy camper, and I think I've maybe had a migraine maybe twice in my life. I think they're migraines when, like, I can't even turn the TV on, like, light hurts my eyes and my head. But, yeah, I'm not fond of headaches. Oh, well, isn't that just perfect? That's all the more for me to smoke. See how that works out for everyone? Okay, so let's get back to business now. We took a little segue to Queensland with Dave. With Outlaw to go to that. You know what I mean. So I'll be interested to see the footage when he shows up. I guess he won't be able to interrupt him on his mail route, that's for sure, because he doesn't have a fucking job anymore. And what? The trolls got him fired. Do you realize how utterly ridiculous that sounds, dipshit Dave? Are you fucking 10? The trolls got me fired. Picking up my phone. Hello, Australian Post Office. You need to fire dipshit Dave. I'm a troll. We stopped Armchair Detective's book. We have power. Fire him now. Okay. Holy fuck. We are going to a safe house. Yes. I'm so boring. Always have to get tested for work. I have to have the cleanest background for the work I do. That's okay. I managed to have the not cleanest background in weed. See, the thing is though, because it's legal in Canada now. I wonder any jobs. I'm trying to think. Any jobs that where you'd have to have, I guess it would in Canada now, if you have to have a drug test, I would imagine, seeing as it's legal, that you can't test positive for marijuana, seeing as it's like alcohol here. That's good to know. For all of my future jobs that will require all kinds of drug testing, at least I know that I can get the weed. Weed could be in my system. I'm all good there. Yes, guess what, everybody? We're going on a journey to a safe house. Here we go. All right, everybody, hold on tight now. Well, you know what some people do. I don't know, and I really, no offense, I could care less which one of your few, like whatever states are legal or you can't have medicinal cards. You know, some people, when it's illegal, they just mail it to themselves via FedEx over state lines when they're on a vacation to Colorado to do up like a 35C. So there's that. Unfortunately, that didn't work out very well for them. So I probably wouldn't recommend sending yourself weed across state lines. Doesn't seem to be looked upon very highly over down there. That's right. We're on top of you. All right. Get your pen, get your paper, write it down. We are going on a journey. For those of you that have never seen a safe house, buckle up. Here we go.
From Windham Hill Parkway to a field in Saratoga Trail, Steeple Rock, you circled the tanks in the field. Were you aware that there was oil tanks in that field? Oil tanks like it's 319. He circled the tanks in the field but lost interest, and I brought him back to Windham Hill Parkway. Then we continued checking the intersection until we completely circled the residents within a few blocks. There's a record of it. During the track, I did not locate any scents leading away from the house. Around. The dog has picked up a scent here. But how can that be? When we've just learned that Shanann did not leave the house on foot, so he had no track. Why is he suddenly going crazy here? What's being said? I'll go back a bit again. You have to listen to what's being said, okay? I want you to listen to every single word.
My dad wants to talk to you. My dad wants to talk to you.
Okay, guys, this is an important thing you've never known before. I just want to say this one thing. This young lady, dad, is Jeff Hilbert. He thought it's so important that he put his own daughter with Jane. No one ever knew that. This is Jeff, who wears the brown shirt and stated nobody died in the house. This is his daughter. She's got her dad on the phone. This is how important this bit of the film is. She's been corresponding with her dad about Scout's behaviour. She is there to phone her dad because I don't believe Jane's that good on caliber dog smells and death and whatever. The daughter finds this particular scent important and phones her dad. So watch what's being said.
Here. Hang on. There you go. Yes, are you there? Seems to have,
Don't buy it.
Okay. She says, okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said, the scent is from the house, is over here. He said, that's exactly what he's doing. The scent from the house is over here. The dog is referring to a scent at this area. That's exactly what he's doing, Jeff says.
said the scent from the house is over here.
Jane is saying the scent is coming from that house. Jeff is concurring the scent is coming from the area of that house.
Okay, so that house, Jane has the scent from the girl's sandals and Shanann's flip-flops, and her dog's alerting to that house there. Jeff concurs that the dog's alerting from the scent from the house because it's over there. That's what the dog's doing. Good. So we will send a team in and we'll search those houses to see if Shanann's there. They don't. They don't search the area.
No, it's not coming for Saratoga Trail because they're a long way from it now. And don't forget, she says there's no scent of anybody walking out of the house. So why is the dog scenting to Shanann's flip-flops and the girl's sandals here? Why?
Yes, why?
So that's exactly what he's doing. Picking up the scent from the house. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I said, I don't know why you would do this.
He's picking up the scent from the house. This is where Officer Lyons goes, oh, wow, I better get a search party in and look at this house that's got no one living in. Why isn't Officer Lyons doing her job and searching that house? Officer Lyons, the same woman that refused to search the dumpster when the dog alerted to the dumpster. She's refused to get a search party at this house, which is the only place the dog bloody alerts to what he smelled on Shanann's sandals and flip-flops. This, I believe, is a travesty.
There's something wrong with your story, but I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, it's all lies, every word of it.
Lies!
Did anybody write any of that down? And if you didn't write it down, did anybody understand any of that? Well, it does prove he hasn't read the discovery. Was that like half of what he said? I don't even think was actually English. Hang on. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Yeah. The way he's talking, again, and it was the same, and this was something I actually meant to mention in my stream. Thanks for coming, Bedtime Clown. This was something I meant to mention yesterday as well, and now I've completely just fucking lost the thought. Damn it. Saying goodbye to bedtime cloud. Cloud. Holy fuck, man. Bedtime cloud. Oh, yes. Thank you. That was it, Emerald Kinney. This was something else I meant to say yesterday as well. And it also applies here. So that whole Alan trying to make it appear that Watts is pointing to the truck, that the phone out there. Oh, no, he meant to. It doesn't matter. The phone had already been found an hour and 2 minutes before Boomhover had that conversation with him in front of the garage. And at the same time, it was still a missing persons case. The girls and Shanann were only considered missing. This was only like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the start. So this wasn't any type of murder investigation. And the house was a crime scene, and it was thoroughly, what's the word I'm looking for? Investigated, for God's sake. So he says, oh, the crime scene, the house was shut down, they didn't investigate. That's such bullshit. So at this point, at this stage of the game, this is still considered a missing persons scenario. They are looking for them. Nobody knows. They're trying to backtrack. You know, and I meant to make that point yesterday, again, in regards, because he keeps, right? Nobody died in the house. We're going to get to that after. But, I mean, the house was shut down. They never, it's not investigated. It's not, that's not the word I'm looking for. What is it he always says about the house? You know how it was never, never like, not wiped for evidence, but, work with me, guys. Help me here. I know I need to smoke more weed. I haven't even smoked a bong. Maybe that's the fucking problem. Well, we're coming to that, AK. Process. Thank you. Thank you, Era RC. She's become my star student today. Oh, wait a minute. It's Friday night. We're not fucking doing study group, but we kind of are, but it's sort of a fun Friday night fixed study group. Thank you. The house was never processed as a crime scene. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That one very important word. Now so he's always, nobody died in the house. The house was never processed as a crime scene. It was all shut down. It's all bullshit and lies. It was processed. No, it was processed. God. Who hired you anyways, TJ? I'm just saying that. Do I have a link for what? What kind of link are you looking for, lady? Process. Yes. Process. That's definitely it. So, let me go back here. Hang on, guys. Pot break back in 5. Actually, I smoke in my apartment. I could be smoking. I could have lungs full of weed right now, and you guys wouldn't know. I actually smoke in my house. I need a hit. Bong bong bong. I've been bong so long. I've been bong 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 so long. You want to come up here? Are you crashing my party? Is this what's going on? Is my party going to get crashed? I can't have you, I don't know, outshining me or anything. That might be a problem. I don't need a hit. Stop that now. Stop it. Did you want to come up for a few minutes, Sarah? I don't mind dropping you the link. And one last final goodbye from Bedtime Cloud with some very important. Give me a sec, Era. I'll drop that for you there. Before I go, he said that no one died in the house, wasn't on the seller's disclosure, and the truck either. AD, it doesn't work that way over here. People die in houses all the time and in vehicles. Could you imagine? You're so, yeah. Those are the same ones that say he's really handsome. And He's the smartest person ever. Oh my God, we are having a party. Guys, it's going to get really party-like in here. Look who's joined me.
Hiya.
What's up, Buttercup? Everybody wants to party with me tonight.
Absolutely. It's Friday. It's my Friday night out. What do you mean?
Well, I got really, just because I've been so scattered, as you know, you know exactly kind of what I very quickly threw together for this today after just getting home from work. So I've been my mind's been all over the place all day. I really thought it was Saturday, and I'm like, oh, he won't be going live. So I really was all confused when TJ's like, oh, he's live, he's talking about this. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking Friday.
Yeah.
I was wrong, but at least I can.
I wondered what you were up to.
When? What? Tonight or today or what? When I was
tonight when you said he's not on or something, and I thought,
oh yeah, I just thought it was Saturday. They also call him a class act. So how are you, lovely Lizzie? How are the kitties?
Well, I don't know because they all went back to the rescue. There's one outside. I'm not sure if he's the dad or not. I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to have a look at him.
Is he crying or is he like he's looking maybe for?
Well, he's kind of. I'm feeding him, so he's looking for.
Oh well, he's sticking around for a while, or he'll be back when he's hungry. That's for sure.
Yeah, but the mother was taken in because she was really infected, and she wasn't lactating, so they weren't worried about the kittens. But when I was out there and I heard kittens crying, and
Lizzie tripped over. You should tell people what happened. Lizzie found a bunch of kittens that were. Well, go ahead. I'll let you tell the story. It's your story, not mine.
Well, I knew she'd had the babies, but she wasn't lactating, and we took her away. So it was about 3 days later, a couple of days ago, and I was out the back, and I just put my phone on charge because I had no. The battery just died. And I thought, well, let's go and have a listen. Is it them or is it birds? I wasn't sure. And so I trundled through, and I'm a bit unstable on my feet. So I had a broom handle, and off I went through this. I thought it was 3 foot grass, but it's actually 4 foot, maybe even 5 foot grass and weeds. And I'm going through, and finally I saw this little kitten down by my feet, and I picked him up and toppled backwards, screwed up, twisted my knee, and I'm lying in this 4 foot grass with a kitten, and I can hear all the others screaming, and I couldn't get up. And it seemed an eternity. I think it was probably about 15 minutes. And finally I knew I had to bite the bullet and do whatever to get up, which I did. And I called Sam, my roommate, and she came back and she got the others. There was 5 of them altogether. We rescued them, and she took them back to the rescue center, where their mum is. So they'll be reunited with their mum and rehomed and fixed.
Reunited because it feels so good. Sorry.
Yeah. And it's just so lovely. I mean, the very next day, the chap came with a great big ride-on lawnmower and went over that area.
Talk about divine intervention.
Yeah, I showed you that picture. He was heading straight for them. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, you saved them.
I know. So yes, this Jeff Young, absolutely super bloke. In fact, he was going to be on a live with me, but
hang on a second. Sorry, I didn't mean, just before you really dive in, Lizzie, I'm going to interrupt you now before you get going. Okay. I have that area is backstage, so I just don't want to leave her hanging backstage. So I'm going to bring her in. Are you there?
Hi, thank you for being very kind and allowing me up here.
Yeah, no problem. It's nice to have you. I was just checking. Actually, I'm going to drop your channel link in the chat. Era has some videos herself on the Watts case here as well. I see a couple. I'm just kind of quickly some doggies, but this Chris Watts, you did one a month ago. I'm just looking really quickly here.
Well, what just to preface, I hop around a lot of live chats that talk about this case because I think, like many of us, it's just fascinating and annoying at the same time, this entire case. So I like to listen to everybody's perspective, and I watch AD, and that's why the title brought me here. This is the second time that I've been here. Yeah, yesterday I said, "Hey, it's my first time here." You know, I always say hi if I'm somewhere.
I do remember seeing you now. I remember saying like a hi to Ara, and it didn't even seem that was you until you just said it now. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled today. I'm not.
No. I remember what you said. You said, "Hi, welcome. We don't bite," and you said, "Unless you want us to."
Yes, I did.
But what you said just now, as I tapped into your live, was what you were talking about. How people forget that this scene, this house where this lady was missing, it was not a crime scene, and people forget that it wasn't a place to be looked at as someone died and all this shit happened. No, it was, this lady was just missing. That's it. Like, she wasn't answering her phone. Exactly. And people forget that. They see the videos and they're like, because they know it's a crime scene. Now that we look back, they see it as, oh wow, this is where all the bad stuff happened. But at the time, put yourself in their shoes. They weren't expecting this. And it was a small time. Their crime rate is very low there. They weren't prepared for something of this magnitude.
No, it seems there's a lot of I don't know. It just seems when the stuff that does happen, I'm not sure, and I don't want you to tell me your location. I'm not sure if you're from around Colorado, but it seems the stuff that does happen in Colorado is pretty story worthy. I mean, you've got, what's his name, Suzanne Morphew, Barry Morphew.
I mean, you have a lot of things. Colorado is a weird place. We all know that. I'm from Texas.
I was trying to say it politely.
Yeah, no, I'm from Texas, but people forget that what was going on that morning. Put yourself in the eyes of a cop that was not ready to handle this magnitude of a case. That it not was just then, but it still is now.
And that's exactly. And I did want to. It completely just like bypassed me yesterday. I kept wanting to, and I didn't jot it down, but I wanted to stress that it was at that point when we were talking about, you know, Alan trying to manipulate and just take the chronological order of the timeline and mix it up so it fits his garbage narrative. And that was and I completely went over my head to stress the point that it wasn't considered a crime scene. And that's the other thing, is for almost 4 years, Alan has been saying it is a crime scene, right?
Well, see, the thing is, I respect everybody that starts a channel and puts themselves out there, such as you have, AD has, and I'm friends with a lot of people that have channels. I respect at least what they're trying to do. They're just trying to create awareness. I don't feel comfortable like talking bad about another creator, because I don't. To me, I'm just that's me. But you, I think, really smart when you said that we need to look at it this way, that it wasn't a crime scene. Does that make sense? And people will see things one way, and they will try to fit the narrative they want to fit, like the story they want. And but what you said just now, I just wanted to let you know that I think it's very important that you think that, because not a lot of people see it that way.
Well, and you know, I thank you for you know, when you said you wanted to link, and I realized that what you were kind of referencing, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. I mean, I didn't know. I kind of quickly went to your channel, and I'm like, oh, do we have? You know, I just quickly saw that 1 50-second video, but I figured you were going to touch upon that, and that's probably something. And now that you've come up and you've kind of even more put a spotlight on it, that's something we need to kind of keep putting out there, because this is what has happened, is that, and you know what, normally I don't like to trash people, but this guy, he needs to be exposed, because and you don't have to agree with me, I get it, but I am here to expose a lying, scamming conman fraud crook. That's why I call him out here as hard as I do, because everything he's doing, he is not doing it for justice. It's all about, he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He doesn't care about his subs. The only thing about his subs he cares about is how much money they're gonna give him. So we need to, and the people that are like, it's like a cult, and those that do have believe what he says, that's where it is like the cult. Like you keep repeating things so many times, you start to believe it. And this is where, and I thank you for, maybe there was a reason why I didn't just say it yesterday, because it now is going to be pronounced in my head that we need to remind people that this stuff that he's throwing out all week, that he's been trying to throw out, he's like, not a murder, nobody died in the house, the crime scene wasn't a murder scene. Even the way he talks about the stream last night with the dog, he's talking like it was already, everybody knew that people had been murdered, and that's
right.
So not
because we see the after, right? We know everything now, but they didn't know it then. So
sorry, go ahead.
No, and
sorry, that again?
No. I just want to let you know that I respect that perspective that you're bringing on, and whatever you want to do in your house and talk about that is. I respect everybody that even spends the time to talk about the case. Period. Honestly, because at the end of the day, it's about those two little girls, I think, and the baby. But I'm gonna step down. I didn't want to crash your party, but I appreciate.
No, I was actually saying that with the best of positivity. I think you could have told by my tone. I'm like, you're not fucking crashing my party. I appreciate you coming out. That's really awesome, and thank you very much. I mean, it's always nice to hear perspective. Definitely. I mean, obviously, you just said this is only your second time here, so this is somebody from an outside perspective that maybe I don't know what your full. History of knowing about the case and stuff, but I mean, I can very, very easily say that you're not somebody I recognize that's been part of the community for a long time. Maybe you are, and you've just been quiet. But it's nice to see it, for lack of better terminology, an outside perspective, and I don't mean that as an insult at all.
Research of the discovery, and I'm working on something, and I'm not gonna talk about channel names or anything here, but I know very much about this case. I appreciate you letting me speak, and I'm gonna jump down. But I'm gonna be in your chat and just kind of hang out and see what the vibe is all about.
Good. If you ever want to get a hold of me, my email address is under my about section. So if you ever wanted to chat more or anything, by all means, drop me a line for sure.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. You guys have a really good night. I'll be hanging out.
Yeah, for sure. Have a great Friday night.
Thanks, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, ladies. Be
yes,
safe.
It was a pleasure. The pleasure was ours. Thanks.
Thank you. Cool. Bye.
Take it easy. All right. It's just you and me, Lizzie. Thank you, Ara. That was really, thank you. I really appreciate that, actually. And it is nice to hear it. Different outside person we don't know perspective.
Yeah, and what always or very often happens is that you always look back on something with hindsight, but what people have to look at is how it was at the time.
Yes, it can't be a situation of hindsight is 2020. Yes, we know now that it actually was a murder case that they were investigating, but real time at that time, it was missing persons.
Yeah.
Now, where were we? I know you started to talk.
Well, you'd mentioned about Jeff Young. He's a great, really smashing chap, a dog handler, canine search. And I was actually going to have him on my channel, but a year ago, my friend got sick and I wasn't able to continue my lives.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot. I remember you now. That's right. It's all kind of coming back to me. So Lizzie, for those that don't know, Lizzie has quite an interesting story regarding Jeff Young, or as Alan was calling him, Jeff Hebert or something. He wasn't even calling him the right last name.
Yeah. Herbert, I think you called him earlier, and I thought, who's Jeff Herbert?
Yeah, that was just because I was half listening to him, and then when you were, I'm like, yes, Jeff Young, that's who. I knew it didn't sound right, but yeah. I was more concerned about getting what I needed so I could get this stuff up to do this live.
Yeah, now he's a great bloke, and he has, as you can see, he's joined us on social media. This was way back.
Is he still part of the No Hate group?
No, he was in the other group.
Oh, right.
But he's very, very respectful towards AD.
Yeah.
He was on with another dog handler from Britain back in December 19. And he did the long show, and that was when AD accused 200 trolls impregnating his live. And
That's
it
when,
wasn't.
yeah, Frankie and Frank were in the chat, and they were. I thought Maureen was still there too, and they were
They
all
were getting.
blasting.
They were getting deleted.
Yeah, but
And
they were comments. They were comments, like nice comments from the subs. They were positive for the family.
Why are you deleting Frankie's comments? Why, So anyway, AD promoted it as these 200 trolls. And when I spoke to Jeff after, he was pretty upset about, not upset, but, he was perturbed by it. And I explained to him, this wasn't us. This wasn't trolls. And I explained to him that Frank and Frankie were being deleted and all of his subs were asking why.
Was that the night? Sorry to interrupt you here, and I may be confusing myself. So the clip of yours that I have that I'm going to play there shortly, that's from that night?
No, no.
Okay, all right, sorry. I'm going to let you continue. I'm just going to shut up and get water, and I'm going to mute and let you talk. Sorry, guys. It's all Lizzie's floor.
Yeah, that's okay. I was just introducing to when he actually did appear as a guest in December of 2019. And then in April, he was listening. AD had the CSI lady on, and she was making some comments that Jeff was uncomfortable with. So he popped on and joined them. As it was, CSI lady disappeared, and AD spent the next hour actually talking to Jeff. And during the course of that time, you can see a little clip of what was said. In actual fact, AD admitted, he said, so what you're saying is there is a possibility that somebody could have died in the house. And Jeff's saying yes, because this, and this. Now, what happened was he immediately deleted that portion of the live. He told, as you can see in that social media comment by Jeff, he told him that he was going to upload it separately. He never did. He deleted it. And that is because Jeff overrode his narrative by saying, yes, somebody could have died in the house.
He totally said nobody died in the house. And that was what, April 2020, right? That
April the 27th, 2020, something.
Yeah. Okay. But no, it was year 2020. Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah. So I've kept these clips. They weren't very good quality with my computer at the time, but I think you've improved the quality. But this needs to be seen because, in fact, I've been looking for the full hour with Jeff. Because
you
it's
do have it though, don't you? You said you have it, you just have to find it, right?
Well, of course I have it.
Well, that was just we know you have it, Lizzie. I just meant you have to find out, like you said to me this morning there.
Well, now I know the day I can find it, and I'm going to post it to No Hate, the hour that was deleted from his library. So, which I think is really sad because Jeff is a really, really great bloke. He actually called him out a couple of times on other things too, but I'll tell you about those after. So do you have the clip?
Yeah, I'm just going to read. This was the Facebook post. So Jeff Young, well, I wasn't supposed to be on that show. I heard that he was talking with a former cop, and me being a former cop, I wanted to hear what she was saying. She started trying to talk about dogs, and her knowledge was quite thin. So she started saying stuff that didn't add up. So I said something in the comments. They saw that it was me and just invited me back on. The former cop's mic was having issue and she had to be cut away, and that left me. So that's how all that went. Furthermore, the video went so long, I don't mind rambling on a bit, that the show was longer and basically 2 topics. So he was going to make 2 shows out of that one. That's what he told Jeff, when really what his true intentions was to cut Jeff right out entirely.
Absolutely. And Jeff was, as I say, he's so respectful towards AD, or tried to be, but he was miffed at that. I mean, he'd put effort into describing everything, and he's so funny too. He's so
yeah,
funny.
you can tell. I mean, you'll get an idea. I don't, obviously, I'm not going to play the whole entire hour,
No.
but Lizzie's taken a little bit here. It is a almost 2-minute clip. So I'll go ahead and play this. So this is Jeff Young and it was on Alan's April 27th, 2020 stream after he'd been in the comments which ended up, you said, being 2 hours in total he was on the stream. Alan cut the whole thing out. And here's a little bit of a snippet as to why.
So they keep telling me, oh, they were killed and carried out. It's before the dogs could get the smell. And I'm saying, no, it's straight away.
But again, 80. Listen, it's going to be a small scent because it's just autolysis, where it's the enzymes on the skin and stuff that are changing. So we're not like getting like body fluids and things like that. Now, if body fluids were left behind, those will decay and decomp too, and so we'll be able to smell those. The blood, the body fluids, stuff like that can be found by the dog. So anything that's left like that, if there's evidence or parts of the the body, which includes the fluids, left behind, then we'll have something to work with. But just killing somebody and then waiting 5 minutes and then moving them through the house, that's going to be very, very difficult for a dog to find that, because it's just those little enzymes, and it might be there like pretty soon thereafter or a short time later. But you're not going to find that whole it's not just stinking up the area.
Well, he's saying he's strangled Shanann on the bed.
Okay.
And
upstairs or is that upstairs?
Upstairs in a bed. Surely there'd be some smell on there.
In the linens and stuff, I would think there would be. Depends how, if he wrapped her up in the linens and then took her down in that would have taken the smell of that immediate death. That probably would have taken that with, the body. So unless, there was some dripping or of body fluids or something like that.
So there is a possibility that he could have killed Shanann, got her out without any smell for the dogs.
Could be. Yep.
There it is.
Especially if he took the bedding with her body. So if he did that, then there could be. So
now you can see why
he does not look fucking happy at all.
I know. Isn't that great? He cannot deny not knowing because he repeated it himself. So there is a possibility that she died in the house.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Do we need to play that again for the people in the back? I think we should. Just one more time. So listen for it. So there's a pause. Watch his face.
So they keep telling me, oh, they were killed and carried out. It's before the dogs could get the smell. And I'm saying, no, it's straight away.
But again, 80. Listen, it's going to be a small scent because it's just the autolysis, where it's the enzymes on the skin and stuff that are changing. So we're not like getting like body fluids and things like that. Now, if body fluids were left behind, those will decay and decomp too, and so we'll be able to smell those. The blood, the body fluids, stuff like that can be found by the dog. So anything that's left like that, if there's evidence or parts of the the body, which includes the fluids, left behind, then we'll have something to work with. But just killing somebody and then waiting 5 minutes and then moving them through the house, that's going to be very, very difficult for a dog to find that, because it's just those little enzymes, and it might be there like pretty soon thereafter or a short time later. But you're not going to find that whole it's not just stinking up the area.
Well, he's saying he's strangled Shanann on the bed.
Okay.
And
upstairs or is that upstairs?
Upstairs in a bed. Surely there'd be some smell on there.
In the linens and stuff, I would think there would be. Depends how, if he wrapped her up in the linens and then took her down in that would have taken the smell of that immediate death. That probably would have taken that with, the body. So unless, there was some dripping or of body fluids or something like that.
So there is a possibility that he could have killed Shanann, got her out without any smell for the dogs.
Could be. Yep. Especially if he took the bedding with her body. So if he did that, then there could be. So now.
blows him out of the water, doesn't it? And that's probably the only copy of that being said, because
yeah, I don't think he probably put that that live on private. He fucking deleted it and he probably trimmed out.
No, he kept the first part, the CSI lady. He deleted.
He cut out the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't have saved it. Not a cutout. He'd let that go.
Well, that's what I mean. He cut out the stuff with Jeff in the editor. Like you can cut it out from the. Anyway,
Yeah.
it doesn't. He didn't. He removed it so nobody could see it. And there you guys saw it right there. And that's Jeff Young, not Jeff Hilbert or Hebert or whatever the hell Alan says. His name is Jeff Young. Well, he can't even name goddamn Boomhover correctly either. So, should be surprised.
Yeah, but do you know what was so great? Also, I've got another couple of clips which you may have seen. Is AD loves to promote whoever he has as a guest and glorifies them. So he kept calling him the best dog handler in the USA, and just recently he called him a world-renowned dog handler. Jeff got back to him. He said, AD, please don't be calling me that. I'm not. And he also caught him on something else where AD had mentioned about not liking dogs. And
yes, that's right.
And then I don't suppose you have those clips, do you? It doesn't matter. I've put them in there.
Honey, I just threw this live together in no time.
Yeah,
the last thing I have at my disposal is anything like that right now.
Yeah.
No. That was your job, Lizzie. You had one job to give me those Jeff clips.
I did.
You only gave me one.
No, I sent you 3.
Well, I haven't, honey, when I logged off fucking Facebook Messenger after I said I was going live and dropped that link for it to get you to put it in No Hate, I didn't turn Messenger back on. I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I didn't
Sorry.
think you'd catch it. Doesn't matter. The thing is, he turned around and says he didn't like dogs, and then I think Joe the cat came on and said you said you don't like dogs or something like that on a comment, and he said no, I didn't say that. And Jeff turned around and said, AD, yes, you did.
I think we need a Jeff Young video where I'll put all the clips together.
Yeah.
Instead of going to find it right now.
He really caught him out on that. And also I just love that Jeff Young video in where the Katie who was confronting him about it.
Sorry, Lizzie, Alan has no desire to act accordingly. We have been trying to, I say expose, you say educate. I've been pumping out videos since November 2019. He has no desire in any way, shape, or form to act accordingly and adapt. All he's in it for is to get as much money to feed all of his endless addictions. That's all it's about. Sorry.
Yeah, and that clip proves that he knows differently than what he claims.
Yeah, so he was told in April 2020, and again, this is like the second time in a week where he has been, again, was it the Majestic Audio? Yes, he had shown that Majestic Audio with Shannon, the Watts insider, 2 years ago, tried to claim it as new breaking news a couple weeks back, when he can't get around saying that he didn't know when he himself has used the footage in previous streams. I don't care if it was a year ago, 2 years ago. He's not going to be able to get away with claiming, oh, I forgot. It's his job to know his content. If he was a real, genuine creator, it's his job to know his content. That's not going to be an excuse. I forgot. You can't forget. It's right in your fucking goddamn collection.
Yeah, no, it's not his job. His job is to manipulate and con and make up anything and everything and use every devious tactic to get more money. And the fact is, he doesn't care what he says. He'll say anything if it fires up the subs to give him money.
He's happy.
And that's all he's about. He couldn't give two hoots whether I've exposed him, you've exposed anybody. He doesn't care about that.
He ignores. He pretends that, he just ignores it. It doesn't happen. And I'm not having, I wasn't pinning your comment, Era, to have a go at you. I was sounding like really like riled up because he makes me so angry. That wasn't directed at you at all. He knows exactly what he's been doing, and he's been doing it for almost 4 years. He thinks his shit doesn't stink. He thinks he is above all recourse. Doesn't any rules, regulations do not apply to him.
He could watch that clip tonight, and tomorrow, because they're all new subs listening to him, he'll say, well, everybody knows that nobody died in the house. He knows it, and he still cons them.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's pretty sickening. And you were thinking earlier about a name that covers everything.
Yes.
I don't often, as you know, name call anybody.
Are you going to swear, Lizzie? Oh my God.
No. I don't do that. You know that.
Well, that's why I got really excited for a second.
No.
God.
But I was
going to say it's going to be a miracle.
No, I do have a name for people that are similar to that. And that is just slime ball. That covers everything for me.
Well, that's Lizzie's way of sharing. Or swearing, I mean, not sharing, swearing.
No, it's not swearing. I just think a slime ball can't get any lower than a piece of slime.
Well, that's why I like Sunray's gutter snipe. You can't get any lower than being in the gutter. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. It's all about, as like Conman says, he truly believes that Alan knows Chris killed Shanann, and of course he does. He has just come too far to turn back now. PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat, memberships, Funly. He's come back too far he just wants to make money. He doesn't give a shit what he said 2 days ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago. He doesn't care. As long as he can throw something out and make something off it.
Oh yeah, and he's being really clever now. Has he been? No, he hasn't. I
Well,
answered myself.
No. But you see, there's a perfect actually example. So you saw how quickly, because he couldn't control, he had no control of his guests. This actual real dog handler came up like on a last minute whim. So he had no idea what was going to transpire, had no control of his narrative. You saw when he actually, so let's just think about this in perspective, guys. You just saw his face drop and how miserable he became, and to the point that he cut out the entire 2-hour portion that had Jeff on it because he totally like pummeled him into the ground, debunking the nobody died in the house theory. Now let's compare that to earlier, that clip that I think it was in TJ's video, where he's been debunked about the chloroform. I love it when I'm wrong. How opposite polar ends of a spectrum can no, he doesn't love it when he's wrong. What we saw,
right,
yes, and his reaction was that's what he really feels. He doesn't love it when he's wrong whatsoever.
Well, the other clip, did you see that clip where Katie was talking to him? And
I didn't have the chance to watch that one. No, sorry, Lizzie.
Okay, that's got the other clip in it, and that's absolutely worth a watch. Because Katie wouldn't back down, and he wanted her to
Wait a
leave.
minute, do I have to adjust? I did download it. I didn't listen to it. Do I have to fuck around with the set? Sorry. Do I?
It's the one with the green.
I know which one it is, Lizzie. But is it? Would I need to adjust the audio in it, or can I play it as?
No. That would be okay.
Huh?
But she really stuck with him, and he was lost for words. He had his hands in his head in his hands. He didn't know how to get rid of her. And she was being so polite. I'm sorry, AD, but we'll disagree. We'll agree to disagree. But and then he said something about the truck. Well, look at the truck. It was given back in 2 weeks. And she said, no, it wasn't. I actually looked, all that kind of stuff. I love that clip because it's one of the few times that somebody has stood up to him politely, and he's lost for words, and he tried to leave her, and she wouldn't go. Love it. Do you have it? Do you think? Ooh, maybe not. Maybe yes.
No, I have it, but it's the really kind of, unless you want to, if you can handle being on the panel here by yourself for about 3 or 4 minutes, I have to play with the audio. It's awful. It's the awful sound, but it won't take me long to do. Actually, no, I won't, because then I have to open up my, I have to know it's no.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
tell you what I'll do, Lizzie. I'm gonna do up a video with just the Jeff stuff, and I'll include that clip in there as well. I'll do that like later on.
Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. Certainly don't want me for 3 minutes.
Well, I'm trying. Well, no, it's because it's going to take longer than that. Once I have to rip the audio, then I actually have to adjust, like play with the sound and remaster it. Then I have to open up and I have to reburn and like re-export it as a new video file. That's just going to take too long. Not while I'm on the live stream. But I'll do that, and I'll put it all into a video for it. Well, no, it's worth it to do for a video. I'm not going to do it right now because it'll take me about 20 minutes, and I'm not doing that in the middle of the live stream.
Well, 20 minutes, I'd have to sing quite a few songs.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. But I will. I'll get it all fancied up for you, and I'll do a video after the stream's done, and we'll put just the
no
clips in the Katie clip.
But if you do see one, if anybody listening sees one where he's got his green screen behind him, just green, that's the one with all the clips, and Katie is just she is great. I'll put it in there. I'm gonna put
it in my next video that I'm gonna upload after this stream, guys. So don't worry about Lizzie. I'll you guys will know which one it is.
I've got attacked by mosquitoes. Jeez. And you're not supposed to scratch, are you?
You're outside. Stop rubbing it in. It's hot in my car.
No, I'm not. I'm inside, but I have my door open.
How long will it stay up? Hard telling how long, but this will stay up. Oh, yeah, I don't take my lives down. Sometimes the live chat takes a little while to load. Like last night, it was actually pretty quick. So, I mean, I know in the last, 2 months since I've started doing lives, I was doing one maybe every 2 weeks. So maybe because I've done a few this week, I think the live chat might kind of load faster. Like obviously with Alan, he does lives 7 days a week. As soon as his is done, that live chat is loaded. So I would imagine probably I don't know, but it'll all still be up. The chat will be up. Everything will be there. Yes, he's taking weekends off now, so everybody can spend time with their family.
Yeah, and he can spend time with his family.
Yeah, exactly. Which means what? Flying abroad with the son to play poker.
Or just, I don't know where the next one is for...
I haven't even looked at it. Or Sunray will fill us in.
Yeah, the Grosvenor one, but he's been avoiding those ever since he got exposed.
Avoiding
the Grosvenor chats, the Grosvenor poker tournaments, where he ended up on.
That's funny.
Yeah,
and he didn't. He certainly didn't acknowledge at all. What was it like last weekend? He was gone like 3 days or whatever. Didn't even acknowledge he'd been away. He thought he got away with flying abroad to play poker. How much have you won in the last 6 months again, Alan? Oh, that's right. Your poker winnings total 13,990 pounds in 6 months. And he's begging you for $5 to join Patreon now because he has no money and doesn't get paid and wins.
Well, let's not forget he's got 600 odd patrons, so at least $10 average, probably more because they're usually very generous. That's 6,000 he gets. Now, if you take in merch and PayPal and anything out of his Fundly that anybody donates and whatever else there is, it's probably close to 10,000 that he gets every month. So if you add that 13,000, which is probably about $15,000 plus American dollars, plus 10,000, so 60,000, so 75,000 in this past 6 months approximately.
We've got 630 patrons right now. Yeah, he makes more just alone on Patreon, Like it's all he as I think it was it TJ or was it you, Lizzie? One of or maybe both of you guys have said he basically uses YouTube as a way to
advertise.
Yeah, advertise to all of his other methods of making money. Yes, I did say it was going to be a short one. That was the intention, but you've seen how many detours, all good detours, breaking news detours that happened that I wasn't anticipating. You're free to go if you have somewhere to be, Miss Kimberly Faith. I haven't seen you all week, and I thought you'd be excited to hang out with me in extended mode, but apparently not. Why is she like that, Lizzie? Are you there? Hello?
Oh, me? I'm still catching mosquitoes here.
How are you?
Yeah.
Well, carry on with your bad self. All right, so I do want to kind of segue back and go back to the safe house nonsense, which keeps getting pushed to the side. But yeah, so that was, we now have seen the proof that nobody died in the house has been completely fucking debunked. I want to go back, and because it's been a bit, it was, well, probably at least half an hour, if not more ago. I want to go back, and I'm going to play this clip of Alan's from his stream last night, where he explains and shows the Armchair Detective Camp's manipulated, concocted bullshit footage and what he wants everybody to believe happened when Jane was looking with the dog. So I'm going to play this again here.
From Wyndham Hill Parkway to a field in Saratoga Trail, Steeple Rock, he circled the tanks in the field. Were you aware that there was oil tanks in that field? Oil tanks like it's 319. He circled the tanks in the field but lost interest. I brought him back to Wyndham Hill Parkway. Then we continued checking the intersection until we completely circled the residence within a few blocks. There's a record of it. During the track, I did not locate any scents leading away from the house. Round. The dog has picked up a scent here. But how can that be? When we've just learned that Shanann did not leave the house on foot, so he had no track. Why is he suddenly going crazy here? What's being said? I'll go back a bit again. You have to listen to what's being said, okay? I want you to listen to every single word.
My dad wants to talk to you. My dad wants to talk to you.
Okay, guys, this is an important thing you've never known before. I just want to say this one thing. This young lady, Dad, is Jeff Hilbert. He thought it's so important that he put his own daughter with Jane. No one ever knew that. This is Jeff, who wears the brown shirt and stated nobody died in the house. This is his daughter. She's got her dad on the phone. This is how important this bit of the film is. She's been corresponding with her dad about Scout's behavior. She is there to phone her dad because I don't believe Jane's that good on caliber dogs and death and whatever. The daughter finds this particular scent important and phones her dad. So watch what's being said.
Don't buy it.
Okay. She says, okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said, the scent is from the house, is over here. He said, that's exactly what he's doing. The scent from the house is over here. The dog is referring to a scent at this area. That's exactly what he's doing, Jeff says.
Liar.
Jeff said the scent from the house is over here.
Jane is saying the scent is coming from that house. Jeff is concurring the scent is coming from the area of that house.
Okay, so that house, Jane has the scent from the girl's sandals and Shanann's flip-flops, and her dog's alerting to that house there. Jeff concurs that the dog's alerting from the scent from the house because it's over there. That's what the dog's doing. Good. So we will send a team in and we'll search those houses to see if Shanann's there. They don't. They don't search the area.
No, it's not coming for Saratoga Trail because they're a long way from it now. And don't forget, she says there's no scent of anybody walking out of the house. So why is the dog scenting to Shanann's flip-flops and the girl's sandals here? Why?
Yes, why?
So that's exactly what he's doing. Picking up the scent from the house. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I said, I don't know why you would do this.
He's picking up the scent from the house. This is where Officer Lyons goes, oh, wow, I better get a search party in and look at this house that's got no one living in. Why isn't Officer Lyons doing her job and searching that house? Officer Lyons, the same woman that refused to search the dumpster when the dog alerted to the dumpster. She's refused to get a search party at this house, which is the only place the dog bloody alerts to what he smelled on Shanann's sandals and flip-flops. This, I believe, is a travesty.
There's something wrong with your story, but I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, it's all lies, every word of it.
Lies!
All right, guys, so you caught that. Hang on, Lizzie, because I want to play the real footage, really. I want to play it before we get segued off. So you guys heard that. The only place that scent could have came from was the safe house. You guys write that down. The safe house. This, guys, is what really happened.
This is Chris's trip report the police got from Anadarko, and this is for the 13th, just before Chris came home. So you can see here that he reached his home, but previous to that, he'd stopped for, there's a stop duration, he stopped there for 4 minutes at or around 6507 Black Mesa or Mesa Road. So let's take a look at a map. That's where Google Maps takes me. So this is Chris's house, this is Betty's, this is Nate's, Steeple Rock Drive, and Clubhouse and Black Mesa Road is here, and that's the address that Google Maps takes me to. What's happening here is he goes a little bit berserk behind this. I think it's like a portaloo, portable toilet or something, perhaps for the workmen working on the site there. Jane gets a phone call.
My dad wants to talk to you.
So she says, my dad wants to talk to you. So this is Jeff's daughter. So Jeff is phoning Jane.
Here.
They get tangled up in the leash. So Jane goes and takes the call. All the while, Cody has been barking, and he's been waiting for Jane. he's been alerting to Jane because she's his human and he's trying to tell her something.
I know what he was okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is over here.
Right, so she knows what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is in there. So Cody was absolutely right to alert at this spot.
That's exactly what he's doing. Picking up the scent from the house. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I said, I don't know why you do this. Sure it'll work.
So she says it's the only way to show that it works. It's to plant a scent for the dog to find. So he's found the planted scent. So let's bear that one in mind. They wander off to do some actual searching now.
The house is over. They discovered that. Okay.
So he discovered that. So note the red dumpsters. Now, when Chris confessed, I think that was at the Wisconsin confession, he said that he put his clothes and stuff, you know, the things that he didn't want people to find in a red dumpster on his way home before he went and met Coonrod and Nicole and Nicholas.
So says it all, eh?
There we go. So they
Debunked.
So they basically, I'm going to play it again there in a couple minutes, but you heard her. The only way he knows it works is to plant the scent. They planted it in the porta potty. For God's sakes. What the hell? What is Shanann and the girls are just hanging out in an unfinished construction house that but do you see the manipulation and the deception from Alan that he's tried to make it appear that it's one thing and she's saying one thing when really all it was to make sure that they would be able to, how did she work? The only way he knows it works is to plant the scent. And by the way, Alan, Jane's dog's name is Cody, not Scout. Isn't Scout Jeff's dog?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm still hitting with mosquitoes in case you can hear a bit of slapping going on.
I don't need to know what the slapping sound is. So, yeah,
but
so
yeah, it's. I heard it as Cody,
yeah.
And but I
mean, she may have more than one dog, but the fact of the matter is, Alan can't fucking not only get his own name right, Armchair Detective No Hiding Street, he also can't get anybody or anything right. Whether Jane has a dog named Scout, the fact of the matter is the dog she has right now, which is definitely hers, because as you hear the lady say, she's his human. The dog's name is Cody, yet Alan keeps saying Scout, 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 Scout.
Yeah, I was going to say something there.
Well, there's a chance. Awkward silence. Say it.
I was just going to say I'd better go and check my milk bag to see whether or not it's full. I need some milk.
Yeah, you're making fun of me and Lizzie when it comes down to the milk bags.
I've got one. I've even got one of those little slicer things that slices off the top. And when you put it in the little jug thing, you have to hit it so that it drops down. Otherwise, it all wobbles over the top. I know all about milk bags, let me tell you.
See, this is actually a serious thing here in Canada, and all y'all are just jealous because you keep making fun of me. But just so you know, guys, you're also making fun of Lizzie because she's only a few hours from me here in Canada. So just remember, going forward, it's not just me you're making fun of, it's also Lizzie, and Lizzie is the fairy godmother of all of us. So you might want to think about that before you're making fun of me again, and Lizzie.
That's okay. You can make fun of me. I don't care. That's why I'm here.
I don't like them making fun of me, Lizzie. Speak for yourself, damn it.
Yeah,
he didn't play all the film. What you mean? Oh yeah, he cut it. Yeah, you're talking about Alan Michael Shaw. Yeah, of course. Well, they obviously, I mean, you can tell as he's saying. Well, they were talking about when you handed the phone over there. Like you can tell the whole thing has been manufactured, concocted, and twisted to fit his stupid safe house that never existed.
Yeah, but what would he know? If you think about it, he doesn't do any of the work. He just does what he does all day, and then all of his subs or whatever send him stuff, and he probably hasn't seen it before it comes on. So, I mean, how can we expect him to know what's happening? We can't.
Well, and that right there alone makes it even more, is another valid reason that proves he is not doing this for any type of, justice. All he wants to do, he's an investigator, world's leading metadata expert. As little as the least amount of work possible for the greatest monetary gain. That's his goddamn, his motto.
Well, the least amount, I mean, when you really strip it down to bare bones, what exactly does he do?
Nothing. He plays poker.
He's the mouthpiece. That's all.
He's not even good though. His acting is he's not even a good actor. He's not a good poker player, as I said. Obviously, he's not a professional poker player that's successful, because if he was successful as a professional poker player, he wouldn't be sitting on YouTube for the last fucking 4 years, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, begging.
Yeah.
Groveling, crying, whining, moaning how the trolls attack him, and he's so picked on, and he's the most bullied person on YouTube. But I've started a second funding because now I've got solicitors, even though I've said I've had solicitors, and I raised $4,000 for my Fundly fund that really went into the casino's pockets. But I'm going to pretend that I don't have a solicitor and I'm picked on and I need help, and you need to give me all your money.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's hard to establish how much money he must have got over the last 4 years or whatever, 3 years, whatever.
And there you go, exactly, Michael Shaw. That's another perfect point that proves he knows exactly what he is doing. Crude brainwashing. Then he boasts that he's the only one that found the safe house. You mean you're the only one that is demented enough to invent the safe house? That's what he meant to say.
Yeah. Well, for anybody that doesn't watch AD but likes to know where it's happening, just watch Michael Shaw's threads every morning without fail. Whenever there's a live, Mike does a fabulous, absolutely great thread on it in No Hate. He's absolutely brilliant. I mean, he never fails to make me laugh. You know, he's got followers. I mean, Mike's got followers, let me tell you.
He does. He's got his own little groupies.
Yeah,
we're not minxes though. Fun groupies. Yeah, and you're right, Sunray. A safe is somewhere where you go for safety. Why does he call it that? Exactly. Safe houses have windows and doors and are fully constructed. All right, I want to play that again. So this, again, for those in the back, in the left, on the outside, and the inside that missed it, this is the actual real. Oops. This is what. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to hide. Sorry, Michael, I got to hide your comment. Hang on, I'm just having a bit of a problem here. All right. Oh, nope. Oh! I think I'm... Okay, there we go. All right, so again, this is exactly what really did happen. And again, I want to thank Mr. Shaw for finding what I knew I wanted to. I knew what I was looking for, but I just didn't have a chance to find it, and I hadn't been able to put forth the time to do it. So thank you very much, Mr. Shaw. Here we go. This is what really happened.
This is Chris's trip report the police got from Anadarko, and this is for the 13th, just before Chris came home. So you can see here that he reached his home, but previous to that, he'd stopped for, there's a stop duration, he stopped there for 4 minutes at or around 6507 Black Mesa or Mesa Road. So let's take a look at a map. That's where Google Maps takes me. So this is Chris's house. This is Betty's. This is Nate's. Steeple Rock Drive and Clubhouse and Black Mesa Road is here. And that's the address that Google Maps takes me to. What's happening here is he goes a little bit berserk behind this. I think it's like a portaloo, portable toilet or something, perhaps for the workmen working on the site there. Jane gets a phone call.
My dad wants to talk to you.
So she says, my dad wants to talk to you. So this is Jeff's daughter. So Jeff is phoning Jane.
Here.
They get tangled up in the leash. So Jane goes and takes the call. All the while, Cody has been barking and he's been waiting for Jane. He's been alerting to Jane because she's his human and he's trying to tell her something.
No, I know what. Okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is over here.
Right, so she knows what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is in there. So Cody was absolutely right to alert at this spot.
That's exactly what he's doing. Picking up the scent from the house.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I said, I don't know why you do this. She would have worked.
So she says it's the only way to show that it works. It's to plant a scent for the dog to find. So he's found the planted scent. So let's bear that one in mind. They wander off to do some actual searching now.
The house is over. They discovered that.
Okay.
So he discovered that. So note the red dumpsters. Now, when Chris confessed, I think that was at the Wisconsin confession, he said that he put his clothes and stuff, you know, the things that he didn't want people to find in a red dumpster on his way home before he went and met Coonrod and Nicole and Nicholas.
Here we go. All right, I feel like I'm starting to have internet issues here.
Back.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, I can
noticed
hear
it was,
you.
well, I know you can, but it's everybody else I'm concerned about right now. I know I have little bumps at certain times. Kim and Crafton in the house. Can you guys hear me all right? Yes, no, maybe so. Maybe it was just a little, started to get all nervous. I think my nerves are still shot. Hang on a sec there. Well, you can keep talking, Lizzie. I'm just going to try something.
I can do what? Oh, am I supposed to be doing something? Am I supposed to be doing a salty fill-in? I'm not very good at doing salty, but I do love her. She's lovely. But so is Jen and everybody else. So I'm not very good at filling in, am I?
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Alan. Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it. Absolutely. Oops. I don't know why I'm getting all anxious here, but my... Oh, come on.
Are we waiting for something?
No, I'm having an issue here, Lizzie.
Okay.
I'm having issues, not you told me. What's going on, Crafton Kim? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm actually, I have a couple more things that I want to play, and then I'm actually going to kind of wind it down. I just feel, for some reason, that my internet is starting to kind of... I don't have construction outside my house like Crafton and Kim did earlier this week. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry that you guys can hear me. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's good. So at least I'm not sounding Domi arigato, misuto robato. That was Granny's watching last night. You guys and the milk. Do you know what? You can actually, drinking too much milk can be bad for you. It can absolutely be bad for you. So what's going on, Crafton Kim, this evening on the YouTube streets?
You know what? It's Friday night.
Yeah, of course. Hello, welcome to the party, Lizzie. It's a Friday fix with DJ Jungle Jen. I got a lovely tune all ready to go, especially for
Friday, and I'm spending it with you. Now, last Friday, we would have
been
okay.
Nobody was spending it with me except for myself because I was part of the great Rogers cell phone internet countrywide outage.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I don't want to talk about that right now, actually, because I'm still not over that. That was just, talk about being on an emotional roller coaster all day. Of all of the goddamn streams that were the most important stream to me that I've ever done this far was that Abby one.
Yeah.
Of all of the planning and organization and trying to make sure I eliminated any possible problems, the one I couldn't control was my internet service provider having, a Canada-wide outage all day and night.
Well, you had been working on it for days. And
I had everything ready to go. Like everything was uploaded and ready to go. It just, I couldn't get online to do it.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe we both woke up the next morning around 8:15, 8:30, and I was still drinking my coffee and waking up, and you'd gone live. I mean, talk about dedication towards Abby. You were not wasting a minute to really.
Well, I didn't want to. I wanted to. The whole point was to do it like 14 hours earlier. But yeah, anyways, it got, it is what it is. I mean, it was certainly a all good things come to those who wait teachable moment. Don't want to say I'm going to go over it again. Yes, of course you can. Fucking Welsh lady. What did I just say? You can actually drink too much milk in her. Well, especially if you drink it out of the bag. How rude. Y'all are just jealous. Y'all wish you could have 4 liters of milk in 3 bags. All right, I don't want to go on.
That means we don't get milkmen, right? My husband was a milkman back in the day, and he had lots of fun.
Or was it actually in glass bottles? I have a friend asking.
Yeah. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk in the West.
You guys still have y'all milkmen that deliver milk in the states down there, y'all in Louisiana, Texas, in those southern drawl states, Alabama, Georgia. What was it? Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. It's illegal to buy sex toys, anti-obscenity law. But I mean, that was circa 2000.
Please don't go there. Don't go there.
Oh, yeah,
I see Salty's on tomorrow night, so I get a Saturday night out as well.
You guys are all getting friggin' spoiled this week. Double Salty. Triple header, genetic code. Well, I just figured by the time I put videos and so forth together, I seem to end up with more views. I mean, and again, I hate saying that because you guys know me. It's not about, I've never once said, I need you to all subscribe, click like, subscribe, hit the notifications, bell, select all. I've never done that. I don't give a fuck about views. I'm just out to, if I can change an actual honest subscriber that is not aware of Alan, not one of these sheep cult, crazy NK hate club minxes, haters, not one of them. But if I can save a sub, or I've saved a few subs, then that's what it's about. But it's exposing Alan. So I've never been about subs and views and shit. I don't give a fuck about that, because clearly my massively monetized channel that I collect so much money on, really, that's what it's about. But I've noticed just since I've started doing live streams that my live streams get more views than videos I put 12 hours into.
Yeah, especially when you do them frequently. I mean, I do one in a goodness. Oh, by the way, maybe there's another live coming up for Jan and you, if that's possible. Maybe next week.
Yeah, and you. Just keep an eye on No Hate. Jan's coming out with calling out pervy fraud. Article number 5. So Crafton says here, in talking about AD stealing and helping himself to Crafton, who made this, who utilized and spliced together the Chris Watts audio as a joke. Crafton says the length of it is too short to claim without having formally would it be copyrighted or copywrit? Whichever. Copyrighted it in advance, similar to a music recording. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Like, he basically would have, the length of it is so short. The whole thing, I don't even know if there was more to it, to be honest. Let me try and explain this properly. It should have been longer. It probably should have been longer for it to be worthwhile copywriting. Is that essentially what you're trying to say, Crafton? I hope I didn't just botch that up completely. I mean, it was just supposed to be a joke anyway. It wasn't ever designed with intentions of being utilized for real.
Oh, I know. Is that such?
I would have released. I would have had to have released it, so to speak. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
That is so sneaky the way he uses it and continues to use it.
Well, he brought it back tonight. So a couple times, I'm not sure if you're aware, Crafted. I was on a live stream with Jan, who is holding AD to task in her own right, a couple weeks back, and we subtly made mention about how he was using your your intentional parody audio, blending it in with the Dr. Phil never was deleted episode to make it fit, right? That NK needs to be investigated and is guilty. And after it was subtly mentioned on the live, he didn't use it for the next one. And was it last night or yesterday when I did my live, I purposely made a big production of pointing out how he had removed it, and he hadn't been using it the last couple nights. He obviously was watching, or had one of his camp company members watching my stream, because he made a point of putting it back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well done. I mean, but it just goes to show, and I'm sure that probably, I mean, I know you're a sound engineer as well, Crafton. I bet you that probably took you no time to throw together. Like I faked, I made my rendition or version of his latest sound that Nicole makes, is what she says, but whoever looped it, slowed it down 3 times, and he's wanting people to believe it says, "I miss you." That half-hearted attempt took me all of maybe 10 minutes to throw together. And I purposely didn't want to do it properly, so like you wouldn't hear splicing and everything, because he would just snatch it and use and pass off as his own. Maybe I should do a psychotic rant at him like the drama community does. Tag him in chat. I would be there for that. I'm sure Kim can give you some pointers as well. She so cutely admitted, I can drive with the best of them, but she owns it. But that's not what she does. That's not her 24/7. Only sometimes you have to call assholes out by calling them out. But yeah, I think you should. That would be fun. I'd be right on board with that.
Well, you and Salty together, I mean, and Shell.
No, well, I think really he's talking about doing his own thing. But yeah, I mean, that was fun when we would stream him, like on Grim doing the live. Fuck, he hated that. That used to get him so angry. So, the other thing I want to start to wind this down because I'm really exhausted. Lizzie, I know you want to talk to me after. I don't want to stay on StreamYard. I'll talk to you through Facebook Messenger after. We can do an audio call or something, but I haven't forgotten you. I know you wanted to chat with me.
Yeah, okay, but don't worry about it tonight. I'm going to sign off and let you finish. And
are you sure?
I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Are you sure? Are you okay? Like it just sounded like you. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
All right. Well, I will either talk to you later or in the morning then. Thanks for coming up and explaining Mr. Jeff Young and exactly what transpired, how you knew him, met him, and how and what happened with him coming on the show, but Alan obviously trying to. If he just deletes it, you know his motto. To him, if he deletes something, that means it's been removed forever off the internet. Only in his fucking la la land imagination.
Not from any one of my computers. I've got them all. Anyway, I'm going to say good night. And thanks so much, Jen, for giving me a Friday night out.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you came up. And you know I love you, Lizzie. And I will definitely chat with you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have a chin wag in the morning. Okie dokie then.
Chin wag. All right. Bye, doll.
Bye-bye.
So the other thing I just wanted to show before I wind it up, actually, before we do that, this stream wouldn't be something without this.
Party till I die with my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back.
All right. All right. Oh, there's Cam. I figured you would be. I feel like my internet is being a little bitchy, so I'm trying. I don't have YouTube open right now. I just have StreamYard in the comments. Yes, pop over and bust out a, hey, Alan, ya bitch, why don't you take a link? Fucking right. I offered them twice this week. God damn it. Twice this week I asked them to come and prove that he's not a fraud, scammer, con man, and a crook. I said, come take a link. Alan, Cluckhead, Bubbles, Noah, Racist Rockspeed, Kaka McPants, all of them. None of them came. None of them. I'm shocked. Yep, I'm in. I am definitely in like Flynn, and it looks like the chat would all be down for that. Hey, it's not over yet. I'm getting there. Not over yet. Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, do it. I think it's a done deal. Abso-fucking-lutely. Get called out fucking proper, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So, while you guys discuss what's going to be going down with Crafton and Kim's Live, the other thing I wanted to point out, and I didn't have a chance, I meant to grab it when I was looking through my, getting clips earlier, but at the beginning of Alan's stream last night, oh yeah, oh, my head is so animated right now. So I don't know if you guys did or didn't notice, whoever did watch him. Obviously the ones that didn't watch him didn't notice. Last night, he started out when he was talking about Jane. He spoke so highly of her to begin with. He was commending her left and right and left and upside down and back around, and she was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, you heard in his footage, I'm not going to play it again, but how he's talking about her dog Scout, even though the dog's name was Cody. He starts to kind of suggest that, she might be very shady. Well, this is where he outright insults her afterwards.
We worked it all out, guys. You got Saratoga Trail. We've got all the. I mean, the work we've done on this is insurmountable. I mean, no matter what we've done, I could give this to the police, but what's the point? They won't listen, will they? They won't listen. Not interested. Well, I hope you gain something from that, guys. I'm doing my best to do what we can. Another bit from the discovery from Jane. Jane says, I was requested to search through Wyndham Hill Road subdivision homes, which are currently under construction, in case Shanann and the girls, for some reason, sought refuge there. I searched through numerous homes which were open and under construction, as well as construction dumpsters in the area, to try to locate any evidence of the three. I did not observe anything that would indicate Shanann or her daughters were in the area. How is that possible when your own dog alerted to what you were doing as a job, Jane? Your job, Jane, was to take a swab from Shanann Watts' flip-flops and the girl's sandals, put it in your dog's nostrils, and go and find it. Your flipping dog found it. Scout found where Shanann seemed to be. Your co-worker and her daughter all told you the smell you had picked up from Saratoga Trail was in that house where you were. The policewoman was so shocked, she said, wow. And what did you do? What did you all do? You walked away. You just walked away as if it was nothing.
You're no good, bottom feeding, scum sucking dirtbag.
This is Chris's trip report the police got from Anadarko, and this is for the 13th, just before Chris came home. So you can see here that he reached his home, but previous to that, he'd stopped for, as a stop duration, he stopped there for 4 minutes at or around 6507 Black Mesa or Mesa Road. So let's take a look at a map. That's where Google Maps takes me. So this is Chris's house, this is Betty's, this is Nate's, Steeple Rock Drive, and Clubhouse and Black Mesa Road is here, and that's the address that Google Maps takes me to. What's happening here is he goes a little bit berserk behind this. I think it's like a portaloo, portable toilet or something, perhaps for the workmen working on the site there. Jane gets a phone call.
My dad wants to talk to you.
So she says, my dad wants to talk to you. So this is Jeff's daughter. So Jeff is phoning Jane.
Here.
They get tangled up in the leash. So Jane goes and takes the call. All the while, Cody has been barking, and he's been waiting for Jane. He's been alerting to Jane because she's his human, and he's trying to tell her something.
I know what. He was okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is over here.
Right, so she knows what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is in there. So Cody was absolutely right to alert at this spot.
That's exactly what he's doing. Picking up the scent from the house. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I said, I don't know why you do this. She would have worked.
So she says it's the only way to show that it works. It's to plant a scent for the dog to find. So he's found the planted scent. So let's bear that one in mind. They wander off to do some actual searching now.
The house is over. They discovered that. Okay.
So he discovered that. So note the red dumpsters. Now, when Chris confessed, I think that was at the Wisconsin confession, he said that he put his clothes and stuff, you know, the things that he didn't want people to find, in a red dumpster on his way home before he went and met Coonrod and Nicole and Nicholas.
So what she actually says is he found the scent from the house, meaning the house on Saratoga Trail. She doesn't say he found the scent in that house. So again, like yesterday, or 2 days ago in his stream, he said Chris says out there when he actually says up there, talking about finding of Shanann's phone when Bohmhover's asking where it is. Again, here, what Jane actually says is he found the scent from the house, THE, meaning the house on Saratoga Trail where the girls were missing from, where they'd gotten Shanann's flip-flops. Not what Alan's telling me with that house. What a bunch of utter fucking crap that is. Oh, he's going from friggin' bad to worse.
Party till I die with my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back.
Party with handheld high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em by. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much is definitely a lot longer than I had been intending on. Hang on. All right, I'm just going to stop touching stuff here. Because it seems when I touch stuff, I'm trying to get to comments. Okay, hold on. Are you talking about the book you've seen on the screen? That's a mock. Oh yeah, that's my my Shallow Man book. Here, I'll show it to you a little bigger. Yeah, that's my creation. Did you not notice he's also called Scam Chair Detective too, as opposed to Armchair Detective? Hang on. Yeah, I guess you guys have never actually seen the big creation of it. It's only been the very small one that I overlay. Hold on, you guys are in for a treat. I have 2 book covers I actually crafted. I only have the one handy here right now. All right, are you guys ready for this bullshit? This was my preferred book. Okay, so I need to... This is Birdie Blouse. One of a kind. Here we go. All right, let me share my screen. So I can't draw, as you saw by the Chin Chin caricature, I certainly can't draw by hand. And I really have no formal graphic arts training. Well, you know what? I actually don't even have any sound engineering DJ official training. It's all self-taught. So I don't know what that says. There you go. Actually, I'll find the other book cover while you all ooh and ah over that. That's my favorite book, to be honest. That's the one that should have been released on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, on the bookshelves of Barnes and Noble. All right, where's the other one here? Bear with me, guys. The book is not going on. It's going on the shelves of Amazon. There it is. All right, I found the other one. Look at that. So I think I like this first one. So y'all got a good look there. So I like that one purely because it pops with the orange jumpsuit that Alan's wearing. This one though has its own little personality to it. Come on. Here we go. The Shallow Man, Filthy Sponge. I saw what law enforcement didn't see. You saw what law enforcement didn't see because you made it all up in your la la land of imagination. That's the only reason. There we go. So there you go. There's the up close. And I guess, yeah, I never even thought about it. You guys probably never were really able to see them in full detail because they're so small on the screen. I see what law enforcement didn't see because he made it all up. Oh, it's Justin Lee Reacts in here. Oh, who fucking invited you? He doesn't own me at all. No, I just call out people that are taking advantage of vulnerable, fleecing people for money. You know what? I don't even fucking gotta explain nothing to you. You're a fucking piece of shit. You don't even deserve to be up on my screen. You don't need to block him, but he's a fucking piece of shit. Why don't you get out of your fucking car, Mr. I'm gonna yell at everybody on YouTube while I sit by myself in my car running because I'm a fucking loser. Owns us. You certainly seem to like licking his and Dirty Dave's ass, don't you, running around advocating for them? God damn. Yeah. Justine Lee Reacts is in the house. Yeah. So I don't know what your reason for coming here is. I really could care less because I certainly won't be having any conversations with you. I have no desire. I'd say because you make videos of him. Yeah, I think the problem is, Justine, that you your head is so far up Alan's ass, you can't fucking see what the hell is going on. But yeah, you keep searching for the truth there too. Fucking last minute roll in trying to cash in. Fuck, where the fuck have you been for the last 4 years? Oh, that's right. Fuck. Yeah, exactly, Larnie. 4 years too fucking late. Thanks for coming out. Don't let the fucking door hit you in the ass on the way out. Maybe if you go see Dave, he might send you a nude or something. Well, wasn't tonight just all full of fun? Did Alan send you over? Dave send you over? So funny. I don't even know how long he's here, and I really don't care, but thanks for coming by. Nobody ever fucking invited you, but whatever. He thinks he's brave. He got out of his car to come into the chat. Brave boy. Friday night spent talking about AD. Well, it looks like your Friday night is spent in my chat talking about us talking about AD. So at least I'm doing something constructive. I'm exposing a pervy conman scammer crook. What are you doing? Oh yeah, advocating for the pervy conman scammer crook. Those training wheels are still on the bicycle. All right. Well, he's taken up enough of our time and space. Yeah, it must be, eh? I don't know how he can. God, I think you spend more time screaming in your car than you do at home taking care of your fucking kids. Not that that's some business, but exactly. Where's your wife? Precisely. Obviously, the wife doesn't want him ranting and raving the way that he does at home. That's why he's got to go find a parking lot and be in it all by himself so he can scream in his car. All right, guys. Well, thanks for dropping by, Justine. See you again real soon. I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate you all. It's been much longer than I totally expected, but of course it was fun. Until that fucking piece of shit showed up, but that's fine. There's always got to be a moldy blueberry, right? But we'll get rid of the moldy blueberry. All right, I got to stop sharing that. Get rid of that. So, Crafton, Kim, you guys, I know you have my email. Let's talk amongst yourselves and let's set something up. Whatever you need, I will be there to help. Just let me know. It is on like motherfucking Bangagon. So thank you guys for having a little Friday fix as we close out the week with 3 times a debunk charm and a hockey hat trick. You guys don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Don't forget Salty tomorrow night.
when the second game, and I'm not going to be long this morning, the second game, and I took inventory of several people, the second most popular game that we played as children is house.